you. Every one of you are pussies. Every single one of you fucking bitch. Suck my dick, you pussies. Fuck you, Arteta. You mascara wearing fucking pussy. Fuck.
He says a bad word at the end, which I'm not going to include, because
Just one.
no. He says a specific word that starts with a C, which I am not going to play. But listen,
it's so funny because he's holding a baby too. Because like I know that feeling. You're like trying to watch
the
a game.
beautiful baby girl is just chilling there. Meanwhile, this guy's just going crazy. You're like, oh wow, Jacob is the gift that keeps on giving. Listen, hello everybody, welcome back to the Football Corner, welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody that is tuned in nice and early. Big ups to you all. Make sure you are doing one thing for me, actually two things, actually three things. Make sure you smash the like button, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, and make sure that you are hitting that bell notification so you're notified every time we go live. I'm joined by a brilliant panel today. I'm joined by the brilliant Martin. I am joined by the brilliant T, and you already know the T stands for Turkish. And you know, I am joined by the main man himself, the Sicilian Gooner himself, Mr. Giuseppe in the building as well. We are here to talk about the match reaction of the amazing, glorious scenes of emotion. Yeah, the scenes of glorious emotion yesterday at the Toilet Bowl, where we managed to beat Tottenham Shitspur 3-2. The scoreline 3-2 actually gives them a lot more praise, and actually really doesn't give the full story of the actual game. But we are going to get into the whole situation. We're going to get into the whole game. But big ups to everybody who is tuned in. Big up to Hellboy. Says, please smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Obviously, Martin is in here as well. Big up to Aaron, who said, just got here, thought Jacob was having a live rant. Listen, you'll see a live rant from Jacob on Thursday, inshallah. Big up to Hugo, says, big up, fellas. London is red. Come on, you gooners.
Big up, Hugo.
Come on, you gooners, man. Big up to Hugo, man. My fucking brother, man. Honestly. And yeah, listen, make sure you're hitting that like button for me, please, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. Make sure to get that done. Fellas, 3-2 against the Scumbags in their home ground. We scored 3 goals within the opening 30 minutes. 3 goals within the opening 30 minutes in my time of being alive. And to be honest, for the last, I don't think they've ever come to our ground. Shall we say in the Emirates Stadium era, they've never come to our ground and hit us with 3 in the first half. Never. We managed to go and do it to them. I mean, yesterday I came out and I said it, and I'm going to say it again. These guys are really the embarrassment to all of us, man. They're an embarrassment to North London. They're an embarrassment to London in itself. And to be honest, I want them as far away from me as possible. So if they could, because they love to call us, you're a South London team, Woolwich FC, as they like to call us. Well, how about this, mate? Yeah. How about I took over your ends? Yeah. I came to your ends, yeah, on a mad one, yeah. You were running, you were running the corners, bro. You were doing your thing, yeah. You were trying to make a little piece of money, yeah. But you're making chunk change, yeah. I came in with proper product, bro. I started making big bucks, yeah. I took over the area, bro. Hella man working for me. Meanwhile, you still got that same little group, bro. Why not you relocate now? Because this is my area now. I've taken over. This is my area. I am a North London team. I run shit here. You just live here. In the wise words of Mr. Denzel Washington from Training Day, yeah? I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah? Don't ever ever try chat to me with any kind of disrespect. Don't ever try tell me that your players are better than mine. Don't ever try tell me that you can beat me. Don't ever do a madness like that, yeah? Because you man was skunked for this whole season. This guy got you gassed off this little high line. Oh, we look so great. Look at how we're playing. Oh, it's so tantalizing. I love this football. Yeah. Well, guess what? Your chump manager got outclassed. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. Yeah. This should have been exactly what happened with Man City game because we gave you the Man City treatment. Yeah, and I know I'm going on a little rant, guys, but just let me just land. This is what should have happened to Manchester City. We gave you, man, the Manchester City treatment. Yeah, we said, say less. You want to be big boys? You want to sit in the big boy chair and you want to act like a big boy? Khalas. Have all the possession. Have it. Do your little high line. Come at us. Try break us down. Try break us down. Yeah? Let's see what you can do. And you guys fumbled. You fumbled the bag completely. You bottled it like Tottenham always do. That's why you say Spursy, because you have that Spursy gene deep within you that always comes out when this was your cup final. You have to understand this, guys. For any Tottenham fans watching, this was your cup final. You had man on the roof next to the cockerel. They were waving flags, and it was like a proper ceremony before a World Cup final or something, bro. You would have thought this was a World Cup final with the ceremony, bro. They had fire going off. They had the man with the flags going like that, trying to do that, bro. What team every time before a game has big flags that they wave around the stadium or wave in front of the North Bank? Oh yeah, that's us. So you're just trying to copy Big Bro right now, yeah? You're trying to. I pulled off some jeans, yeah. I'm looking good in these jeans and this jacket, yeah. And you tried to wear the same thing, but it just didn't hit the same. It didn't hit the same, yeah. You man, this was your cup final, and just like before, and as it always will do, you always will bottle it. This was your cup final. It was your opportunity to stop your biggest ops. Yeah. You put your trust in Chelsea. You put your trust in Liverpool. You put your trust in Man City, and you put everything. And this was your opportunity to go out and actually stop us from winning the league. And you bottled it. The only chance you had was for us to gift you goals. That's the only opportunity you had to score, was when we gifted you goals. Other than that, you're a joke. You're an embarrassment. I'm done speaking about you guys. We're going to get into the game. And for the rest of this show, I'm speaking about my players because that's who I actually rate. I'm not going to sit there and speak about your players because your players had an embarrassment yesterday and they don't deserve to have their head held high. They don't deserve that because a lot of them play like pussies. It's just plain and simple. Anyway, lads, how are we doing today, man? How are we all doing after the win?
I've been waiting. I mean, listen, I've been waiting. I'm Italian, bro. We like to cook, bro. Lasagna, pizza. You know what I'm saying? We got the best food ever. We got the best food. Listen, you man might not meat. We got the best food in the country, and I'm about to cook some pigeon today. You know, we don't normally do that, but I'm making an exception. Yeah.
I think it's only fitting to start with the HAVERTZ clip before you go, Giuseppe.
Oh, yes. I almost forgot, bro. Sorry, Giuseppe. Just a second.
Well, he deserves it, bro. After these two games, he deserves it.
Bro, honestly, yeah. This team that we played, I don't even want to call them a team, bro. These guys that we played, they're so Spursy, bro. They're so dead, bro, that this is their cup final, their biggest game. They want to stop us. 15 minutes, you give us a goal, bro. 15 minutes and you score an own goal, bro. Your best goal of the game. The best goal of HAVERTZ's career. How about that? The best goal I've ever seen my man score. He puts it in his own bloody net, fam. Yeah, these man can't score a corner for shit down our end, but these man want to be scoring goals like that. Like, you can't do that and then expect to ever get anything out of the game, first and foremost, yeah? That's the first of all, yeah. Ange Postecoglou, I don't really want to go on Spurs. Ange Postecoglou, bro, you got showed, bro. We showed you up, bro, because other games they let you get away with it, the fans, bro. We showed you up, bro. Now the fans are going to turn on you. They're going to realize you're dead. We've been saying it, bro. People got gassed at the start of the season. Yeah. New manager bounce. You're dead. You got no plan Bs. You got no, bro, you're dead. You're starting this. All right, bro, listen, I'm enough of that. But Kai Havertz, bro, this game, that's it, bro. Man, bro, he's earned time. He's earned time. He's done enough. I'm not slewing him anymore. I'm not talking about his price tag anymore. None of that. That's it. He's now done enough for me to say, you know what? The price tag is irrelevant now, bro. Win the league, don't win the league. This brother is clutch. Yeah, this brother is clutch. I don't care what anyone wants to say. Yes, man told me he weren't gonna go through to April. Now he's scoring, dunking on Chelsea last week, dunking on Tottenham this week. Man of the match performance for me personally. I don't know how Gabriel got it, fair enough, but I would have given it to Havertz. That ball to Saka breaking Davies' leg. Then I hear these guys. If we didn't have Davies, we would have won. Who got you the penalty, bruv? So don't even try that. You can't win it both ways, bro. Who got you the penalty, bro? That bum got you the penalty, so you wouldn't even have scored that. Bro, I'm just hearing bare tears on Twitter, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I was seeing bare tears.
By the way, G, yeah? just for future reference, in this stream we are officially changing Ben Davies' name from Ben Davies to Bend Over. So just refer to him from now on as Bend Over.
Yeah. So Bend over. Wait, listen, I'll say it from now, yeah. Big pause. Yeah, big pause from now, yeah. Because Bend Over got clarted, bro. Yeah, you see how he got clarted on the floor, bro. You see how some of them bad bees get clarted on the floor. You know when the man dives, you know at Carney, bro, when the man he jumps in the air, lands on them, bro. Yeah, that's what happened to my man, bro. Yeah, I don't care what anyone wants to say. You see him. Listen, these men are lucky as well that they had Van de Ven. Because if they didn't have Van de Ven, probably would have won by 6, bro. Because the amount of times we were through on them, and that, bro, this guy, they got to realize the way they play, but this guy's going to get injured every season, bro. Because you can't rely on him every game pacing you back to save your Clark. Yeah, because I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I'm pissed off about that.
You need him. Yeah.
They need to give
Kai Havertz, yeah. Kai Havertz's goal, yeah, from the corner at the perfect time. Shout out Benny Blanco, Dark Heart King, bro. The Dark Heart King of the Premier League. I don't care what anyone wants to say. This guy is team of the season right back. There is now no debate, bro. I'm sorry, there is now no debate. Liverpool fell off. Trent's gone, bro. Yeah, Trent's gone. Delo, I don't even want to hear that. Yeah. Carl Walker, I don't want to hear that. This season, Ben White, best right back in the league. Hands down. Yeah, that goal, that corner, he's as much to do with it as Rice doing it, the corner, and the goal going in from Havertz, bro. His shithousery on that keeper, because he knows, bro. He knows this keeper's weak, bro. He's Italian, fair enough, bro. When you play for Italy, I support you. When you play for Spurs, you're a piece of shit. Yeah? Bro, same with Udogie, bro. He's a cunt when he plays. He's an asshole when he plays for these man, but when he plays for Italy, I like him. Yeah? But also, one last thing before I end my little rant. Yeah? You see, rival fans, please do me a favor. Continue what you're doing on corners. Continue shouting abuse at Declan Rice, yeah? Because every time I see some dweeb in the crowd screaming at Declan Rice, brother, we score. Brother, we score. I think it was Chelsea as well. They're chatting all the crap. We scored. Yeah?
And then he walked away, yeah? When
he walks away,
bro.
Probably finally going to get a shower, bro, with greasy hair, bro. Don't come around here shouting that crap, bro. Yeah, when you look like Harry Potter went to fucking Hogwarts, got lost in the Forbidden Forest, and couldn't wash for 3 weeks, bro. Yeah,
Skinny Hagrid, bro.
Don't ever talk to Rice like that, Kai. You'll whip it in, bro, and you're crying, bro. You're crying. And the 2 goals, what I'll quickly say lastly on their 2 goals. Yeah, Raya. Listen, you got out of jail with that one, bro. But the one thing I'll say for Raya, that was disgraceful. Yeah, you can't be doing that when we're 3-0 up. But the rest of the game, it didn't get to him. That's what I liked. The rest of the game, he was solid. He was collecting everything. He was getting to everything. Calm as a fiddle, bro. Kept it nice and easy because we were letting them cross it in. He was just collecting them. So fair enough. The penalty, Rice, you got to be looking around. I feel bad. I don't like them penalties personally. Like you take them. But I've seen Jesus get kicked this season like that, and against Aston Villa, a game which we actually didn't win. We lost 1-0, and he didn't get that pen, you know. But regardless of that, it is a pen. But I don't like them ones. Man ain't even looking at a man. He gets in front, fair enough. It's a pen. But to see that game out, it was torture. It was torture. 20 minutes of torture of my life, bro. I don't ever want to go through that again. But we done it, bro. And it shows the this team has leveled up from last season, and we can all agree that this team has leveled up, bro. They're not the same. I've seen now Arteta 100 wins, the 5th fastest to 100 wins in Premier League history. Only you got Pep Guardiola, Mourinho, Klopp, Ferguson, Arteta. Yeah. So put some damn respect on Arteta's name. Yeah, I know some man in this, even in here, don't really rate him. I hear it. But we got to start putting respect on my brother's name. Yeah.
Hold that T.
Hold
that T.
It would be great. No. Listen, it would be great to compliment that accomplishment with silverware. You know what I'm saying? It would be great.
100%. 100%. We need. Hey, listen.
He had the reply already. Ready.
Just need to drop points.
That's the only reply there is.
Yeah, that's the only one left, bro. I've got nothing left, bro.
T's gonna just. I'm waiting because with the second we win silverware, yeah, T's gonna come and say, listen.
No,
he's
listen,
done.
I said it before and I'll say it again. If Arteta wins the Premier League or the Champions League, I will be more shameless than you guys. I've told you guys this.
Bro, I
will be worse.
It might not happen. It might not happen this season, right? Because City might just not lose a game. But if we win all our games remaining, and win this league this season, not only has Arteta won a title at our club, I will actually be able to say I think he's won one of the most impressive titles in our history, or actually history in the Premier League. Apart from like Invincibles and them crazy accomplishments of that, but 3 horse race, beating the City team, going from the new year, getting the results. Definitely, if they draw a game and we win on goal difference, because them goals, them big margins that we won by, will be the reason we win the league. Bro, it's one of the most impressive accomplishments for me, bro. So
as well as going up against your title rival as well in a must-win game where you've been out of where you could have been out of the, because I'm talking about the Liverpool game at home. We went up against Liverpool at home. That game was win or you're out of the title race, and at that point it was very easy for us to just lose that game because of the run of form that we were in the games. Obviously, we lost to West Ham in the cup, in the FA Cup, and obviously we had a few dodgy dealings with Fulham and all them, man. But yeah, listen, for him winning that as well and being able to come back from that kind of deficit and being able to get back on top and even beating out this City team who are near to perfect and most of the time is brilliant. But listen, I don't know if you're done, Giuseppe, or you got
one more last thing, sorry, and then I'll shut up and let these man cook. One more thing. I see it on the football terrace. You were on there, bro. I see it. I see that young G, that Tottenham young G. Big him up, bro.
Danny,
big him up because he does content. He's young, bro. Big him up, but brother. Yeah, do not come to me. Yeah, do not come to Arsenal fans telling us it's a disgrace to celebrate this thing when these men were fucking out wanking over that Liverpool result early in the season, bro. Do not do this, bro. Do not be that shameless, bro. Please do not be that shameless. These Spurs fans going, these men can't, disgraceful to celebrate, disgraceful. You got robbed us, this and that. When these men were twerking in that Liverpool game. I see them twerking. Who cares? What happens? And now they want to cry, bro. Cry more.
You know what, Giuseppe? Guess what? Guess what, bro? They can hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold that. What's that guy?
The amount of apologies we as a club got this season and last season, and Liverpool, for example, as well. Spurs specifically can hold that, bro. I do not care. I said this yesterday as well. I will take the stinkiest 1-0, even if there is a shit VAR decision and it gives us a penalty and we win with 1-0 with that specific penalty. I do not care. Yeah. If we get the 3 points, that's the most important thing for me, bro.
100%.
So they can hold that, bro. I do not care. Yes, you can be angry, but what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I cannot do nothing. I got the 3 points and khalas. It's over.
In the words of that Liverpool fan, I can't remember what his name is, but that Liverpool fan, cry more, cry more, cry more.
100%. Listen, while we're here with T, because I want to get everybody gets their little portion to smoke the Tottenham Hotspur pack, the Tottenham Shitspur pack.
Mhm,
Do you know what I mean? Everybody gets a couple pulls. You know what I mean? A couple tokes. You know what I mean? Everybody
mhm.
Us for
everybody
the
has to
inside.
everybody has to inhale it into their lungs, bro. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. It's not like cigarettes. It's not bad for you. There's no tar. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? There's nothing bad about it. Yeah. Don't smoke, kids. By the way, if you're watching, don't smoke. Stay away from cigarettes. But I just want to get T's observation on Tottenham, and then we'll go to Martin, and then we're gonna speak. I need to speak about that penalty situation because I think we need to break down some of these penalty decisions. So yeah, T, go ahead, bro, and then we'll go to Martin after you, bro.
Well, let's start off the top, yeah? Let's start with Vicario, okay? This guy was supposed to be the best keeper in the league, okay? They said he was better than Allison. They said he was better than Raya. They said he was better than, you know what I'm saying, other good keepers and stuff. Just because of just like medicine, they had a small portion of greatness, and then they thought, yes, we got the best player there in the world. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the keeper, when it comes to medicine, blah blah blah, they get the problem with Tottenham. Yeah, is people talk about how Arsenal fans get gassed too early, and then our team capitulates, and then we buffalo, blah blah blah. That's the standard story. Yeah.
Mm.
Wallahi, I have seen Tottenham fans say that they're gonna win the league in the 10th week, bro. 10th week, I went on the terrace and I heard Tottenham fans say, yes, we're going to win the league. Khalas, it's over. We're too good. We're winning everything. 10 games and we have 26 points. It's over. We're going to win. And that's the definition of a overgassers. You know what I'm saying? People like to talk about us. Bro, this is 100 times us. Okay? First of all. And second of all, we win shit at least. Okay, maybe not in the last few years, but at least we win stuff. It didn't take 60 years or at least 20, 30 years for us to win a trophy at least. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. But like I said, Vicario, the quote unquote best keeper in the world, is the worst keeper at set pieces. This guy cannot stop. Okay, this guy cannot stop a cross to save his life, bro. It's like the polar opposite of Raya. You know what I'm saying? Because when Raya made that mistake, he got like 7 or 8 crosses in his box and he picked up everything. You know what I'm saying? No fist, just pure hands, and he got the ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest difference between him and Ramsdale as well. Ramsdale like to fist away those balls, and Raya likes to hold on to those balls. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. 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 A lot of pause moments. But yeah, Vicario cannot save a cross to save his life. Quote unquote best keeper in the world. And Ange Postecoglou, yeah, this fraud, okay, this guy that people like to guess and people like to say he's better than Conte, he's better than Mourinho. You know what I'm saying? And disrespect one of their best managers who ever, one of the best managers who ever came to their shit club. They disrespect because of a guy who has quote unquote personality, quote unquote champagne football. Okay, let it be champagne. If it's not effective, you can have enough champagne as you want. It's like champagne with no alcohol. You know what I'm saying? You can drink like 5 bottles, you will not feel anything. Okay, that's the football of Ange Postecoglou. Okay, and not only his ineffective football, his one-dimension football that he cannot change, that he cannot adapt. You know what I'm saying? This guy is how long is he a coach again, Martin? Because you're the
Like
Australian here, you know.
40 years or something like that.
Exactly. And you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. If this guy cannot change his ways now, how will he do it in the future? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a bald fraud like Levy, you know what I'm saying? On the top, who's not going to support you, who's not going to back you with decent players, you know what I'm saying? And you are going to try this kind of football with someone like Hoiberg, with someone like Ben Davies, who's playing the Udogi role, and he was surfing around the number 8. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is Ben Davies doing here, bro? He's literally getting swallowed by our midfield pause. He's just swimming there. You know what I'm saying? And and the last thing I will say about Ange Postecoglou is, bro, this guy is the guy that says and talks about people complaining about referees and him being the guy that would never complain about referees and shit. Bro, this game, the first thing he said was referees, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I cannot celebrate a goal without, you know what I'm saying? Another guy in the room is checking the goal, and I cannot celebrate. That's why I do not celebrate goals anymore because our, you know what I'm saying? Our faith relies on a guy in the room. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I was like, bro, cry about it. Wallahi, you sound like the Tottenham fans who cried about yesterday's game. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, enough about Ange. That fraud. Wallahi. Madison, he was better than Odegaard. What happened? He was nowhere to be seen. Where is Madison? You know what I'm saying? I didn't see Madison at all yesterday. And Odegaard didn't even have a good game. But even him having a bad or not so good game was levels above that fraud Madison, okay? That you guys guessed. And a lot of rival fans said that they would take over Odegaard as well. And I said a lot of people said that Odegaard is a Real Madrid reject and someone like Madison is an actual class player. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather
Some
Havertz.
someone even said that he is a footballing genius on the Big Six. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the bigger shows. He's that footballing genius. You know what I'm saying?
Tobes.
Tobes, yeah, tapping Tobes. But yeah, enough about Madison. Havertz. Let's say, okay, you were muted, Saad. You bottled it. Good job.
And I bottled it. I was putting in a joke. I said he missed the tap in there with that
Yeah,
spin.
yeah, exactly.
Tell Connor that hooks ain't in here, man. No one's biting on that comment. Dayo and hooks ain't in. No one's biting on that comment.
Let's sell Havertz, Connor. Let's sell him, bro. Together with Trossard. But anyway, Havertz, big game player. Okay, 3 goals and 1 assist in 2 London derbies, bro. Okay, this guy showed up in both games, and not only did he show up with his GA, he showed up with his shithousery. The fact that Tottenham couldn't even get the ball off his feet unless it's Van der Ven making a run. You know what I'm saying? Apart from Van der Ven, bro, nobody got the ball off his feet. It was stuck to his feet, and that cross to Saka, really clean, really good timing, just onside. It was just crisp. You know what I'm saying? And now we finally see how Havertz can play ball with confidence, because you can. It's impossible to have confidence in that toxic environment called Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Now he's finally in a system that is working, that is running, that is stable. People actually rate him. You know what I'm saying? And now we can finally see who Havertz really is. He has the same GA as his last season at Bayern Leverkusen, by the way. 12 goals and 6 assists. That was his final season at Bayern Leverkusen, and that's the same season that he's having this season. You know what I'm saying? Which is better than his best season at Chelsea. Okay? But apart from us, yeah, I'm almost done, by the way. I'm almost done. I'm not going to take too long. I'm almost done. Apart from us, yeah, shout out to Liverpool as well. You know what I'm saying? This was revenge of the sweetest kind, okay? Also for you guys, because of what happened with Matip, because of what happened with Luis Diaz as well. You know what I'm saying? That goal that shouldn't have been offside, but they gave offside anyway. So big ups to you guys for that. This one was for you as well. Saka, people like to say this guy doesn't show up in big games. Okay, so Tottenham Hotspur is not a big game. Thank you. It's not a big side. So these guys are your guys' words. Okay, Saka do not show up in big games. Okay, if he doesn't show up in big games, why did he show up against Tottenham? Why did he show up against Chelsea? You know what I'm saying? It's different, bro. It's different. Because when you guys talk about this guy, him being worse than Palmer after a half a season, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Only this season is enough to say Palmer is a better player. Only this season is enough to say, oh, Foden is not even in the conversation anymore. You know what I'm saying? This this showed enough. I'm not even gonna talk a lot about that, because Saka is the bar. Okay, everyone that compares their wingers with another winger, the first player they compare him with is Bukayo Saka. Just remember that there is a reason why people compare him with Saka. The first player that they compare him with. Okay, last 2 points before I move on. Partey and Rice. Okay, amazing performance. Rice sometimes a little bit iffy, but these two guys got the most shit of every player in this game. Okay, Partey got the most slander. You know what I'm saying? From minute one, he got the slander, and Rice got the slander at the corner flag as well from skinny Hagrid. You know what I'm saying? And after he got the assist, that skinny Hagrid walked away to take a shower, just like Giuseppe said. You know what I'm saying? Because it was over. They can hold that as well. Those pieces of shit. And not only that, bro. The last one, Saka, bro, telling him that he let his country down. Okay, A 19-year-old kid, by the way. Let's forget about his age. Let's forget about his inexperience. Okay, let's just talk about the rest of his life. How this guy failed for his country at a teenage age. You know what I'm saying? But after that, he got the assist and put his hand on his ear and asked you guys, "Why are you guys quiet now? Why are you guys quiet?" You know what I'm saying? You guys, I cannot hear shit anymore. Okay. And the last but not least, Benny Blanco and Kaidaver shithousery. That was the most amazing thing to see. People would like to say Bruno Guimaraes is a piece of shit. We do not like Bruno Guimaraes because he's a prick. That's what people say, yeah? I actually rate those players because one of my favorite players of all time, because of Galatasaray. Okay, let me give context. One of my favorite Galatasaray players of all time is Felipe Melo. Do you guys remember Felipe Melo, the guy who played at Juventus, the guy who played at Inter Milan? You know what I'm saying?
A little bit,
That
yeah.
was that was the biggest piece of shit in football, bro. Everything you do, this guy is in your face. He's laughing at you until you get pissed off, so you punch him. You know what I'm saying? And I like those kinds of players. And what Ben White did yesterday, pinching the glove. You know what I'm saying? Distracting Vicario. You know what I'm saying? Vicario Sicario. Shout out Jacob. His head was gone. He was so pissed. He was like, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like a little child. And then the last one, HAVERTZ, bro, the push away on Madison. Hold that, bro. Hold that. Just like he pushed away Porto's coach. Just like he tackled the dude from Newcastle as well. This guy is a shit. This guy's a dickhead, bro, and I didn't know that. And I actually respect that, bro, because I like these piece of shit players because they rattle opponents and then they lose their head and tend to lose their games, make mistakes. And that's also a thing that I want to shout out about HAVERTZ and Ben White as well. And apart from that, I'm not even gonna talk anymore. I'm gonna pass it to you, Martin. You can cook the rest of these frauds. I'm done because these guys are not even worthy of any more words, in my opinion.
You done? Was that it, or was there something else?
Yes, I am done. That's the
Okay.
cue. It's your
Nice, bro. Look, I can't really say a lot more than what you guys have said, but I will try. I've had to go on a few streams and listen to a bunch of Spurs fans before the game, and it was interesting. I heard talk about bazookas. I heard talk about ammunition. I heard talk about what was Deji saying? He wouldn't see us again. I think he's telling that to Hooks. He's like, I don't expect to see you or something like that. You won't be here. You won't show up. They thought that they were going to derail our title race just like Chelsea did. And now it's like that Grim Reaper meme, you know, we're just knocking on the doors and then there's just like a trail of blood coming out the next door. We're going through a few of these guys. I think, interestingly, you know, I love expressions. He's got the best sayings, but spurnabout, I don't think is a really good idea because if you look up the dictionary for spurn, it means to, like, you know, lose or like give up your chances of winning something. So you should probably look at rebranding on that one. Their mentality is so poor from a fan base. I don't even expect to get more out of their players. I think Ange, you know, you said a lot about Ange stuffing it up, but I think his level of difficulty is so high with that club because they literally can't get to a trophy. So they're just living in this world of cope and trying to say that they did this better and that better, but there's nothing to really hold on to. It's like building a house on quicksand. So, you know, when it comes to the game, we didn't even have to get out of first gear. Forget about second, third, and fourth. We just showed up and they're like, so excited, let's just head it into the goal ourselves. And then we had a nice counterattack, which we don't normally even do. But Havertz's vision and the ability, like we see that opportunity all the time to Saka, but the pass never makes it past the defender because they didn't whack it hard enough to get over. I mean, he just sailed it up there. Saka controlled it beautifully and cut inside. I think Havertz deserves more credit because he made another assist for Saka, which was nearly a fourth goal, which was a decent save by Vicario down to his feet. But it was a nice chip across volley. Unfortunately, Raya decided it was a good time to get our rent increased and pass the ball to them because I think we were just so relaxed and so unchallenged by them that he switched off and thought, yeah, let me just try and do a cheeky little chip into midfield, which was crazy. But at the end of the day, keep it short. I think Arteta, 100 wins, 10 games less than Wenger, which is crazy because Wenger had 2 titles. um, for even less wins in that same time. So he won't get that same credit, but we just keep going. We keep our heads down. I'm officially probably the only Spurs fan left on earth because all the Spurs fans are City fans, and because I'm an Australian, I have an allegiance to Ange, and I know what he's going to do. He's going to provide one of the best endings to a league that anyone's ever seen. So a bit of that Aussie grit. It's going to pull through against City, and they're going to riot and invade the pitch. I imagine when we win the league.
That would be, you know what? That would be
Cherry.
the cherry on top, bro. If they win us the league by beating City or even drawing, bro. Even drawing, because if they draw the City,
Yeah.
we are way ahead on goal difference, bro. We'll be on the same points. So all we need to do is win our remaining 2 games or 1 game. But
That's who we are, mate. And the funny thing is,
exactly.
everyone knew that they were shit at set pieces, right? We know we're good at set pieces.
I can't.
So
Sorry, I can't. Hold on, I can't lie. Yeah, because Martin is an Australian, bro. So when he says it's who we are,
That's who we are, mate. We got Pigeon. We got Pedro Porro. We got the doggy. We got Seong Messi. You get me?
oh, you know
bloody
what?
guys in the VAR room.
I love the
ruining
fact that
game.
Martin's Australian, bro. It brings
I-
authenticity
I-
to the accent, bro. Honestly, man.
I was saying to my boys at work today. So imagine, City beating Spurs 1-0, 94th minute or 4 minutes added time. Spurs get a pen. Yeah, what are Spurs fans thinking in that stadium, bro?
Boo.
What are
They
they
did that
doing in that
before.
stadium, bro? They know, hey, yo, they're gonna be shit. Hey, I'd love to see that, and then the goal go in just to see the reaction of the Spurs fans winning in the like equalizing in the last minute of the game, but knowing that we've gonna win the league, bro.
Ange doesn't know how to give up. So I don't think
Now,
he's
listen,
ever going to entertain the idea of just letting them
I don't
win.
believe players will. I don't even believe the Spurs players will. Listen, these guys don't really care. As they've got the rivalry with Arsenal, these ain't the old days. These guys will want to win the game or get something out of the game. They get bonuses, they get this, they get that. There's no way these men are gonna just throw the game. You know.
Well, and one last shout out to the Sydney, Australia guy that showed up in a half scarf. I don't know if you guys saw this on social media.
Yes, I did.
It
Yeah.
was not in
Yeah,
the
I
way
saw
in.
it, yeah.
This guy, listen, like him, like JJ Ash, bro. These man, bro. When you go, one thing I know about going to Tottenham Hotspur, yeah, and going to Shite Hart Lane and all them, man, yeah, bro. When you go there, you're going with your life in your hands, bro. Your life is in your hands. And
He was safe because he's Australian.
Yeah, but still, if you get caught out, it's nuts. He was wearing a half and half scarf.
you see
That
the
could
other
have been
Don?
enough to piss them off.
Do you see that Korean Don?
What with the
sun-
with the
the
with the
sun
with the
shirt.
Erdogan with the Erdogan
Erdogan under the
shirt.
sun shirt, bro.
That's an Arsenal fan, yeah, that said, I'm putting the shirt on as an undercover, but fuck off, is that ever touching my skin? That ain't touching my skin, bro. The Arsenal shirt's underneath, brother. That's what's touching my skin,
I had to
man.
look because I was like, is that a Korean? Is that a North Korean shirt? Is it or is it a Spurs shirt?
Whoa,
And the away end was chanting,
South Korea, bro. South Korea.
South Korea.
sit
Oh
where
yeah,
we
South.
want.
Sorry, so
We
yeah,
sit
yeah.
where we want.
Bro, who
Oh,
knows? Who knows? He
fuck
might
that.
be from North
We
Korea.
sit where we want.
With the way he's playing right now, I don't. I won't be
Bro,
surprised.
Son in that game, by the way,
Wow.
fraudulent, bro. Fraudulent Son in that game, bro. Yeah, he
Heavily
scored the pen,
fraudulent.
give him that little GA call, but that guy, bro, him and Maddison in that game, bro. You know, like when Ron and Harry are in the, I keep going Harry Potter references, bro. You see when Ron and Harry are in the library, bro, and they've got that cloak on, the invisibility
Yeah.
cloak. These
Yeah,
men
yeah.
were both under the invisibility cloak, bro,
Yeah.
together. Hey,
Don't get me
fraudulent,
started
bro.
on Son. I don't rate him at all. But you know,
Rah. Okay, yeah. Now I rate him, but
Nah, I
I
rate
think-
him, but
I
that
think he had-
game, yeah.
I think he had a
No,
very
the-
bad game, but
he's not
No,
good at anything
listen, I
except one move, finishing off a counter attack, and that's it. He can't dribble. He can't trap a ball. He can't
Just
pass
must
the
be he has
ball.
the- I do think
Martin, I've seen him run through a whole Burnley team, bro,
Yeah.
and score a goal. Bro.
I do
I
think you
can't-
put him
I
in an
can't-
Arsenal
let's
team. You
can't,
put him
I
in this
can't.
Arsenal team up front, he cooks, bro. You give him
Nah.
the players that we've got.
I mean,
round
I'm
him
all
and
up.
shit.
I'm all up
Nah.
for the. I'm all up for the shamelessness, but bro, Son's still a very
Okay,
good finisher.
question. Do you want Son or
This-
Nicholas
this
Jackson?
bullshit.
Son.
Huh?
What the hell?
What was it?
Son
What
or
was
Nicholas
the
Jackson?
What are you doing, bro?
Son or
Son-
Nicholas Jackson? I'm
Yeah,
taking Son
yeah.
every day of the week.
Yeah, are you sure?
100%, bro.
Because
Bro,
okay,
Nicholas Jackson can have.
Son is better at finishing. Yeah. What else is he better at?
No,
Bro,
no,
listen,
Son is
no, relax.
Bro. Son
Jackson, come on, bro. Come with
Son
someone
can
that can.
shoot. Son can pass. Why the hell am I taking Nicholas Jackson?
He can't pass.
Just because as these other men like to try and tell me, oh, look at Nicholas Jackson. His overall game is better. Look at his overall game, bro. I don't care. I'm here for somebody who scored me goals. If I put Son in my Arsenal team, bro, and I put him up front, watch what Son does, bro. Watch
Bro,
what he does with the amount of
See
chances
Nicholas
created
Jackson
for
as
them,
well.
bro.
Off topic for Spurs for 1 second. You see Nicholas Jackson though. How can I have him when we ended him, bro? You know what we done to him? We made him cut his hair off, bro. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
Come with all
that was
blue and white
Ooh.
crap in his hair when he played us. We
at
slapped
this.
the hair off of his head, bro.
By the
Bro,
way,
bro,
look at this fraud right here. Look at
No,
this
no, no.
fraud right here. Mr. Basuma is better than Rice. He's a better
Oh,
six
yeah,
than
yeah,
Rice.
yeah,
He's
that
a
is-
better
shout out
fraud.
Staffy, bro.
because Staffy likes to change stuff that he says, yeah. So now he's running with this narrative of no, that's not actually what I said. You guys are taking my words out of context and you're putting words in my mouth. I actually said he's a better six than Rice. He's a better six than Rice. I'm like, bro, please
Listen,
just give it up.
but he's on
Staffy.
loan
Give
to
it
us
up.
right now. He's on
Bro.
loan to us right
No,
now.
no, he's
All
not on
I'm
loan,
saying
bro.
is-
I saw him on
Is he
the
gone?
terrace. I saw him on the terrace. I
he's
saw him
left
on the
us again.
terrace. I saw him on the terrace saying that he doesn't want us to win the league. So he's a fraud. There we go.
No,
It's
but
all right, man.
okay,
Staffy's
but
gone now.
it's respectable because an actual United fan should hate us. Okay. An
Yeah.
actual United fan should hate us, and Stuffy actually still hates us because the amount of fraudulence this guy spews, bro, about Ben White, about Saka, bro, it's crazy. But big up,
Bro, Ben White,
Stuffy anyway.
he
The-
lost that Ben White battle time ago, bro. Yeah,
Bro,
this
he-
guy's
he
a
ga- he
fraud.
gave
He
up. He gave up
tried to
life
send
on
me.
stream, bro.
I'm gonna expose a little conversation that we had on WhatsApp. Yeah, he tried to send me some mad touch of Ben of Dallo touching the ball down in a stride and then running off. I'm like, yeah,
Hey,
please. Well, like if that's what
There
we're
will
looking
be
at right
fire.
now,
There
bro.
will
I've
be
seen
fire.
I've seen Kai Havertz doing madness and touch the ball perfectly. Bang. Touch it perfectly. Does that mean he's so technically gifted on the ball and he's able to do this and that? No, brother. Yeah,
Staffy was
He's
on one of
good,
those
but you
Miguel
act
Aziz
like
loans.
Dallo is
where
a
they go on
crazy.
loan and then they end up in Ibiza.
Yeah,
he's
wallah.
not coming back to the team.
Oh, here we go. This guy, wallah, he wants to link now, bro.
Oh,
Oh
there
my
will be fire.
God. Here we
Listen,
go.
yeah.
If you stand Stuffy
Here
the
we go.
links, there will be
Wallahi.
fire.
You know what? Do you know what though? You see those Staffy though. The thing is, yeah, I back him a lot with what he says on Twitter.
No.
He's on his
Don't
team,
be
bro.
nice,
Yeah.
bro. Don't be
Yeah.
nice to him.
No. Because
Don't
I
be
have
nice
to say,
to him,
listen,
bro.
yeah, he has said some fraudulent stuff, but like Arsenal fans, we say fraudulent stuff, so I'll allow him. He's on loan to us, bro. We got to keep these.
No,
men.
not
Yeah,
anymore, bro.
Yeah,
No.
listen,
A
we're gonna-
long,
he's gonna be
bro, it's a
celebrating
long
when we
time ago.
smoke them. When we smoke them at Old Trafford, he's gonna be celebrating with us, bro. I think we get him in a watch along, bro. Get him in a watch along.
Just quick one. NS Sports, big up NS Sports. Saying, question for Saad. Well, he actually said Saud, but he corrected himself. He said, "Who do you hate more, Tottenham or Man United, bro?" Staffy's ready. I saw him backstage, bro. This man, I've never seen him put headphones on so quickly, bro. This guy was like, "What, bro?" You have to move the wire out of the way, bro. He was ready. He was ready, bro. He said, "No, I'm not gonna let this guy lie on my name."
Well, to be fair, I just finished the
here.
show on the terrace, so I was
There you
ready
go.
anyways. It's not like it was anywhere.
In Hussam's words, there you are.
There will be fire if you learn my name ever again. There
There will be
will
fire.
be fire. There will be fire.
But NS Sports says, question for Saad, who do you hate more, Tottenham or Man United? Listen, I am a very old school fan, like my dad. It's always going to be Tottenham. Tottenham is always the team that I hate first. And
I thought you were about to
always.
say Man United.
Tottenham will always be the team that I hate first. Then it's Man United.
Yeah.
Then it's Chelsea.
No,
Do you know
Chelsea's
what?
Man
first.
United
So,
for
you
me.
know what the thing is? Do you know what the thing is? Why that I actually hate Tottenham, Chelsea, and then United, because the thing is with the difference for me and United is like there's a thing where you can have respect for someone you dislike, bro, and you hate. You can hate them but have respect. You gotta have respect for them. They're the biggest club in England, one of the biggest clubs in the world, so you can respect them. But you see Spurs, bro, I can't respect them. I can't, like, they talk all the was, bro. I can't have it. They ruin, like, bro. They ruin Twitter for me. They ruin everything for me, bro. Yeah, and Chelsea as well. Chelsea have now got the worst fan base. Yeah, the worst fan base on Twitter, Chelsea, bro. They've become the worst.
Probably
So,
true.
it goes for me. It goes Spurs, Spurs, Chelsea, United, bro.
For me, it goes Man United, Man City, Spurs, Chelsea.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Martin,
But
Martin,
City is a
Martin,
recent,
How can you put them above
addition.
Spurs, bro?
Martin's
They
coming with a
rattle me,
tricky one.
bro.
No, I don't
Mate,
care about
you're a
Spurs because
calm
they're
guy, though.
insignificant.
You're a
Martin's
calm
coming
guy.
with a
That's why.
weaky one, bro.
It's because
That's
Martin's a calm guy. He don't get rattled, bro.
Mhm.
Does
Like,
Martin
no.
live
no.
in North London or in
No.
London?
You know,
Yeah, you know what?
He's
I
living
think it's
24
different.
hours away
No,
on
no,
the plane,
but
bro.
I think it's the thing is, I think that's where the Man United and Spurs thing it differentiates for me. I feel like people
Yeah.
who live in England or live in London
London,
hate
especially, bro.
Spurs more than Man
Strand fan, bro.
United, but a fan from abroad would hate Man United more than Spurs
Yeah.
because Man United was always the global brand. They're always in your face, so they would have come across more of sorry, pause.
yeah, I hate Man
They would
United
have come
because
across Man United more
the
than
reason I started watching Arsenal was
Spurs
because my
fans.
best mate was a United fan, and he was
Ah,
like, he'd moved over from England to Australia, and so I had to like hate the team that was winning all the time. So thank you, Man United, for making me an Arsenal fan, or maybe. But
So you've been hating
Man
us for a
City is a
minute.
recent addition, just because they're like cheaters and they're like, they need some comeuppance. They're moved up a few steps. Tottenham are insignificant, and Chelsea are pretty much the same.
For me,
Nah, fair enough.
is Chelsea first, United second, and then Tottenham.
Ross. Fairs.
Because
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
people feel
So
about
it's because
City,
we
that's
live in
how I
it's
feel
'cause we
about
live in
Chelsea.
London, bro. It's because we live in London, bro. It must
I
be.
genuinely
We're
think it. No, I
surrounded by
genuinely
them.
think
We're
it is.
surrounded by them.
Bro, I
And we
know.
gotta listen to
I
the
know
most
so
bullshit.
many Spurs fans. I
Yeah,
work
bro.
with a Spurs fan, bro,
Oh,
and it's
bro.
just, bro. I'm like, bro, just get out of my face, bro.
I'm about to
Why
go
you even
football
here
now,
talking to me?
and half of them are
But-
Spurs fans. But today's gonna be a
Ugh.
bad session.
Oh yeah, you're walking there,
Today's
man. Nice.
alright, yeah,
Are you wearing Arsenal top when you go in there? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Black and
you're
gold
gonna
thing,
be
you know?
nice, bro. You're gonna be nice. You're gonna be nice. Don't worry, bro.
But yeah, anyway,
listen.
boys, I have to dip.
Giuseppe's got to go. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. It's
I'll
down
replace
below,
him,
so
it's
make sure
okay.
to. Staffy's gonna replace him in the
I'll be
topic
on
that we're
loan
gonna
just
talk
for
about
the next show. Just for this
Come
show.
on,
But
big up Martin, big up T, big up Staffy, big
Yeah,
up Sad, big up boys.
Big up,
Keep
my
it
bro.
By
going.
the way, you need to
Keep it going.
unpack what I'm fraudulent about, but you're escaping now. But when I meet you
There
next
you
time,
are.
you need to tell me what I'm fraudulent
Yeah,
about. Because everyone likes to call
Well-
me a fraud, but they just never told me why I'm a fraud. I'm just a fraud. No reason.
I was
you're just
actually
a
saying
fraud.
you were the least fraudulent. Only the rice. We'll get into that next time.
But Sad is lying. He actually is lying. When that whole debate started, I said 6 for 6. Bro, they were on top of the league when I said that as well. All the metrics actually sided with everything I said. And I did say one thing. I said towards the end of the season, he'll prove to me if he's actually world class or not. And I said I'll wait till the end of the season. And clearly he proved he hasn't. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't understand what I'm fraudulent about when I'm just saying what's currently happening. You know what I'm saying?
right.
These guys just want me to say,
guy,
bro, they just want me to admit that I was wrong, even though at the time I wasn't wrong. Like he was cooking in the 6, bro.
Go
He
back,
was
go
literally
back to
cooking.
go back to November, yeah. Go back to November,
boys.
Ahwa, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
big
mate.
up,
Yeah,
Giuseppe. Listen, big
boy,
up Giuseppe,
we'll
bro.
have to
Big up
talk
Giuseppe.
more though about this.
Yeah,
Alright,
we're gonna get you on the show, bro. We need to get you on the show
Come on.
because we need to corner this guy, yeah, because this guy's been running away for too long.
love
Hey, I
Big
just
up,
asked
big
for
up,
a
my
link.
bro.
I can't be
No,
running
no.
away when
You
I
know
ask
what?
for a
Yeah,
link.
you know what, Staffy. Yeah, you are a fraud because if you see
Right,
how
but
this guy
tell me
was
why.
speaking, yeah, as a 6. What 6 can't defend their centre backs? What 6
was
can't
defending
even
well,
guard their centre backs? Okay, there were still inconsistencies in certain
Not at
games.
the time I
You
made
could
that
still
claim, no?
okay,
Not at the time I made that claim.
no. He was so good because he was able to do a job defensively and he was going forward as well. That's the reason why you probably said he was a better 6 for 6.
When I judged by the
Yeah?
metrics of a 6, which is to me is the aerial duels and the progressive passing, because both of you guys play a progressive style of football where you need a 6 who picks up the ball and makes passes to your front
Oh,
line
yeah.
and to your 10 or 8 or whoever plays in the midfield, Bissouma was dominating these metrics. So I said, based on the 6 metrics, he was dominating them. And I said, and this bro, this just gets swept under the carpet. I said Rice is not your best 6, Partey is. And when you guys wanted to sell him in the summer, I said that's nonsense. You need to keep Partey because he is your best 6. I said there's a world where Partey, Rice, and Odegaard play together. And everyone said, no, we don't need him. We don't need him. He's injury prone. Now that he's back, and I've heard you personally talk about him, so don't try to say anything now. You guys are seeing how good he is now in the 6. Remember when he played right back and you guys hated it? You were like, no, we want him in the 6. This is exactly what I've been talking about. So, if anything, I've rated Partey as well, but people don't want to talk about that one. They just want to take the Basuma one, but not the Partey one. Partey's better than Basuma, but there you go.
He's muddying the waters there by like conflating two things together. But it's very easy to get Arsenal fans triggered by picking a player from a random team and saying that they're better based on stats than someone that we like. And the DM stats thing, like, I think is ridiculous to actually get metrics that do it right, because teams play in a very different way. Like even Partey, he might not do a single tackle all game, and it might look bad on the stats, but that's just, I don't know, the way people will verify it, depending on how much the team needs to defend.
I don't manipulate
stats.
It's
complicated.
I don't manipulate stats. I use stats in the most correct way that I can. Like, I'm not going to lie to you until, like, what I would do is I would use a ratio as an example. Like, because I know, like, as an example, if Partey's been out all season and he wins less tackles than anyone else, well, it's because he's been out all season. But if I show you that he wins more tackles per 90 than someone else, then that's a ratio within the 90. So that's not me manipulating.
But you know, Spurs are like living life or death every game, right? And we're not doing that. So the stats will show different pictures based on...
Which is when the beginning of the season, it was different. That's why that debate is just pointless now, right? At the end of the day, I also said I would take Rice at United right now and not what's his name, Basuma. Actually, I've said it a while. Forget Amrabat, bro. That's Sad's guy. Never trust a Moroccan, bro.
Don't ever.
Sad, did I not tell you
my guy's name? That is Eric 10. Bro. That is Eric Taliban Hard, bro.
I know.
Yeah, that guy, bro, is haram, bro. It's haram.
Running with his head up.
Let me ask you something.
Hold on.
You're not gonna lie.
Before you do that, can I just give you something that just came up on Sky Sports' Instagram page?
Please tell me it's not Ten Hag. I'm here as
it's a direct quote from Ten Hag. After his Burnley draw, we are one of the most dynamic and entertaining teams in the league.
MashaAllah.
I think when he said entertaining, to be fair, let me defend him.
It is entertaining.
When he said entertaining, I think he meant in a comedic way, because like you do get to watch United as a rival and laugh. I think you get to laugh, right? So maybe that's what he meant. I don't think he's entertaining for United fans, because I pull my hair every game. But maybe he meant comedic
know about the Dutch, but like he does that little grunt, you know, in the middle of a sentence.
It's like if you compare him to one of the Dutch people, he's like a geeky Dutch guy. You know what I'm saying? It's really geeky, but that's why I think that Slot is also 10 times the coach that this guy is, bro. Wallahi, not even an agenda. I think Ten Hag got carried by Ajax. And Slot is actually showing qualities when it comes to managing a team like AZ, like Feyenoord, who are not the top club of the Netherlands. You know what I'm saying? Ten Hag
I said the same exact thing last Friday on Straight Facts. I said don't compare him to any Ajax manager. Ajax usually make players and managers look better than they are, because the club is just very well structured. Obviously, the last 2 seasons they've been shit, but for the overall history of the club, they've always managed to make players look better than they are, managers look better than they are. That's why when they leave, they don't see a lot of success. De Ligt was one of them. Donny van de Beek was one of them. Bro, hell, let's talk about Anthony. The Anthony looked very good in Ajax, and he's been shit when he came to United. But Slot, Neres is one of them as well. Even, bro, I'm not going to lie, you can even say Frenkie de Jong, because I told people before, Frenkie de Jong has not developed his game since he left Ajax. People thought I was crazy. And then I showed, you know what I did? I showed the stats of his last year in Ajax and his first year in his last year in Barca, which is this one. It's the same exact stats. Nothing changed. He hasn't developed his game. But Slot, you made a very good point. He's won the league with a team that he's not meant to win the league with. So, like, Feyenoord as an example is like winning the league with, like, honestly, like Spurs. If Spurs win the league, everyone's gonna be like, wow, how the hell did Spurs win?
No, I wouldn't say. Isn't Ajax and Feyenoord like the 2 top teams? No, Feyenoord is definitely harder.
PSV.
It's AZ. No, sorry. It's Ajax, then PSV, then Feyenoord, then AZ. But
Feyenoord is like the third one.
Yeah, funny thing about Feyenoord is they only won the league twice in this decade. I mean, in the 2000s. So one of them was Slot, and the
There you go.
last one was like 1997 or something around there. So yeah, man, it's been a long
I,
time ago.
bro, I
Wait,
think,
Sad, so
and I think he's a good coach as well. But
I agree with you. But Sad, listen, I'm on loan
Yeah.
for the next 30 minutes or however long your show is.
Khalas.
So what are you guys talking about? I want to contribute as an
So
outsider.
I wanted to go through. I just wanted to ask you a quick question. Is Jacob, inshallah, on your stream?
tonight?
On
No,
he's not. Okay,
no.
no worries, because we
He
got a
said,
video that I wanted you to play possibly for him, but
bro, I'll still play it. Doesn't matter. He'll
yeah,
be in the
khalas.
comments.
Listen,
He
uh,
listen. He said his daughter this, his daughter that. I said, you know what? You used your wild card, aka his
yeah,
excuse not to be there.
yeah.
But next time if he uses that again, he said he has a doctor's appointment. Don't know if I really believe it.
I
He'll
think-
probably be in his tank top with the rocking the baby, you know, and just hiding, you know, so he doesn't go on American Waffle, you know. But we'll catch him. We'll catch him. He has to come
No
back
worry,
at some
man.
point. He
Yeah.
has to come back.
Listen, he when he does come back, you have to do it like that, bro. You have to have the clips ready. By the way, this is the clip that we're talking about, just for context, guys.
Come on, 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 fuck yourself, David Bray, go fuck yourself, son, go fuck yourself, fuck you, every one of you are pussies, every single one of you fucking bitch, suck my dick, you pussies, fuck you, Arteta, you mascara wearing fucking pussy, fuck you, Spanish eating cunt, motherfucker.
Yeah, I might have to bleep some of that because I'm not trying to
Yeah.
get demonetized. In
Yeah,
the first
you have to do
minute.
the whole bleep.
The
If that's an
video,
intro, the video is already demonetized.
the video's got demonetized for me anyway, man. But listen, I want to go on to the topic that I did want to discuss.
By
Yeah,
the way,
head loss
let me
is
just say,
crazy.
you know what I love about this video is like his baby's sleeping, so he can't yell. He's
Yeah,
like,
right.
the baby's sleeping,
He's
it's
going
hard.
so close to the mic, bro, so you could just say it as closely as possible.
Bro,
so
and-
you
and-
hear
rocking
it.
the baby while celebrating.
Yeah. only his
Baby over
only his head was
Ah.
moving, bro.
He reminded me
Bro,
of that
Jacob
Egal
is the
clip when
best.
he got Drew Barton. He's like, yes, that's what I wanted. Because his son is sleeping in the room or something. He doesn't want to wake him up. No, that's jokes.
legendary, bro, legendary.
Did
But
you
listen,
make that video or Vel made it?
I made it.
You made it? No,
Martin
you gotta
made it,
send
bro.
me that.
Martin's a legend, bro. Martin
Send
is
it
a
to me.
legend,
I'm
bro.
gonna bleep it, but I gotta play that today, bro. I have to.
Yeah,
I have
you have to play that, bro. You have to play that. But listen, I wanna move on quickly to the penalty situation, which I want to discuss because a lot of people have given different sides to it. In regards, and when I say the penalty decision, I'm talking about the clip from Trossard on Kulusevski's foot. So I just want to go through that. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it first. For me, it wasn't a penalty, and the reason why I say it wasn't a penalty is because I genuinely think if you look at Trossard, in no way is he trying to go for the ball. I actually think he's trying to move out of the way. He's trying to move out of the way because the guy's running across him. And when someone's running across you, you have to try and move to the side. And as he moves to the side, unluckily enough, his shin clips the back of Kulusevski's foot, which is unlucky. And then Kulusevski tries to stay on his feet and then falls over, which, in my opinion, is not a penalty. I think if you actually look at the laws, it's if you're going towards a ball, you're trying to make a lunge, or you're trying to make, trying to go and make an attempt to get the ball, is what makes it a foul, gives you the pen. But I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. So I guess we'll go to Martin first and get your thoughts on it. If you think
I
it's a
don't
pen.
think it can be a pen because he kept running and then made a pass to Madison. If he had fallen over as soon as there was any kind of touch, maybe they would have given it. But the way if they ran and then he cuts across Trossard, who's not even looking at him, who's got his eyes on the ball somewhere else, I don't even think they could give that. And then the follow-up, I don't think was a penalty either. I think Rice got the ball off Madison and then we were away. But, I can understand that they want to be mad about stuff because they only lost by a goal. But it makes it even sweeter because they thought that they were going to come back and draw the game and ruin our life.
That'd have been beautiful, man. Staff, what's your thoughts on it, mate?
You already know what I'm gonna say.
It's a pen.
I know he's gonna say. So I that's why I asked him.
Okay, all right, but I'm gonna be for real. This is not agendas. By the way, I'm very upset with Arsenal fans. Wallahi, I'm
Oh.
upset. Sad. My feelings are hurt. Let me tell you this. You and your people have hurt my feelings.
Why?
Because on Friday, I predicted an Arsenal 3-2 win. Wallahi. Wallahi, on my mother, I said 3-2 win. Go watch Straight Facts. And then people were saying I'm
actually did.
salty. Yeah, how can I be salty when I said 3-2? I said, you know what? Arsenal have too much quality. They'll win the game, but it's going to be a close one. It was a close game. And they won 3-2. Others were predicting 4-0. I predicted 3-2. Somehow I don't get credit. Ya khizay, I predicted the exact scoreline. But anyways, back to the penalty. I think it is a penalty, and I'll tell you why. Go look at the Di Maria penalty that he won in the World Cup against France. It's the same exact thing, and I've seen that happen before in the Champions League and in the league. I understand it wasn't intentional, but when you run into the box and you trip someone on purpose or intentionally or not intentionally, intention is not taken in the consideration anymore. The fact that you trip him because he did touch him and he fell, that is automatically a penalty. Intention doesn't play a part when that happens. Intentional might play a part of if a player attempts to play the ball or not, and they foul someone, and is it a yellow? Is it a red? That's when intention comes into play. Intention doesn't really lead to anything in terms of the consequence of it being a penalty or not. So according to the rule, if you trip a player in the box, it is a penalty, and he did trip him.
But
So-
did
But
he?
he still made the
But did
pass.
he
He
trip?
ran.
Did he trip? But it's like, I think that's not even the angle that we should be coming from. The angle we should be coming from is, did he actually go to trip him? I don't think he did. And
That's why I just said it
you can
doesn't
look at it
matter.
like this.
Intention
But
doesn't matter.
But even if you're going for the ball or anything like that, or you're trying to go for a player, if you're trying to move out the player's way, then by your logic, we can say that
Technically,
any
he's chasing
player.
him, though.
No,
Technically, he's chasing
but
him.
he wasn't chasing him. He was trying to move out the way now.
And
He's
Kula was
gone
running away
past
from
him.
goal.
He's run. He's run. Going
By the way, Martin,
towards
I think that's
Maddison.
why it wasn't given, because he wasn't running towards goal.
He,
'Cause
yeah,
I
he,
do remember there was
saw
an
the David
incident earlier in the
Luiz one where-
season. I don't remember who early in the season. I think it was City, and it actually was against City, and they tripped someone the same way. I can't remember what game it is. I'll have to dig deep into my archives to remember that one. And I remember it wasn't given because according to PGMOL, the player where he was running wasn't towards the goal, which is an absolute stupid rule. Because I could be running away from the goal to take a shot on target. Like I don't, you know how players don't usually face the goal or run towards the goal to shoot. I can open up my body outside to curl a shot in or whatever. So it's a stupid rule. But I think that's why they didn't give it. Because the same thing happened early in the season.
I think you have to look at the intention of a penalty. Like the point of a penalty is to give someone the chance to score a goal that otherwise would have been a goal. And I think too often we try and get penalties for like, you know, a touch at the corner of the box that wasn't even anything to do with a shot or anything else. Like it's an unnecessary thing. But we saw it with David Luiz when he was chasing the guy and the guy kicked his knee and then went down and didn't get it. That was a beautiful one-on-one chance, pretty much guaranteed goal. And I also felt that David Luiz knew what he was doing, getting close to that guy and being there to be kicked, like just to throw him off. But yeah, I did look in real time. I didn't even know what everyone was talking about. I was like, what penalty for this one? I didn't even see Trossard try and tackle the ball or do anything. So it was confusing. But yeah, I understand why.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. T, what's your thoughts on it?
First of all, I wanted to make one thing clear. I do not care. Okay, they can hold that. First of all, okay, I'm really happy that we robbed
There
them.
you are.
Okay, the Z I am. There will be fire.
There
But,
will be fire.
Yeah. But I'm happy that it happened to them. Okay, I do not care. But if I'm gonna be objective about it, for me, it's just one of those situations where for me it's kind of soft in the way that maybe you could give a free kick for that, but it's too soft to give a penalty for it. You know what I'm saying? Because you sometimes have those challenges with players that you think, okay, he fouled him, but it was a little bit too soft to give a whole penalty for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think with Kulusevski, it was for me it was a little bit too soft. Maybe you could give a free kick for it, but it was too soft to give a penalty for it. In my opinion, it would be too big of a punishment for something like that.
Yeah, but if you give it outside the box, you give it inside the box. There's no rule that tells you a foul is a foul depending on what area in the pitch you're in.
Mm-hmm. And that's
You're
true.
making up a rule right now.
That's true.
Actually,
There's referee discretion.
I'm not saying it's a rule, Stuffy. I'm saying referees decide in their mind what the right thing is at that moment in time, because a lot of refs do not give some specific fouls because they do not feel like it, or they do not want to ruin games, or they do not want to do this, or they do not want to do that. For example, they do not sometimes they do not give red cards to players because they do not want to ruin the rhythm of the game. And not giving a penalty for a soft foul that you would normally give a normal free kick for is also some things that referees tend to do. And I think that's why he didn't give a penalty.
But you know
Because,
what it is,
not,
TK,
not,
what
not,
you're saying?
yeah, go ahead.
What you're saying, I hear what you're saying, but there's things in the game that are subjective, and then there's things in the game that are objective. So a foul is not subjective, in my opinion. If someone trips and falls, that's not subjective. He already fell. Now it's up to me to decide how bad the consequences are. Should I give him a yellow? Should I give him a red? Or is it just a common foul? But if I touch the ball with my hand, that's not subjective. I already touched it. If I foul someone and he trips, that already happens, not subjective. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
What you're
was
saying
there
is correct,
contact?
though.
Like how much contact? Like was it a dive? Like it's a gray area. It's not objective, the fouls, and then refs have to make that decision a million times a game.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say that we have really shit refereeing in this country. That's all
That
I'm
we
saying,
can all
bro.
agree. Yeah, that we can all agree.
Hmm.
But
I
if we
don't know
speak
where
on that, honestly,
is there some magical place where refs are awesome all the time? Because when I was playing football, we'd have good refs and shit refs, and they'd interpret the rules differently. Unless you have the same ref all the time, you're never going to get consistency. But one thing I will say about the penalty they did get, we didn't get a penalty for Jesus getting his leg kicked when he was going for a ball, but this was seen as an automatic penalty. So, I think it evens out. They got a penalty. It was pretty soft. Whatever, you get your goal. We move on.
No, I think the penalty that they did get, that was 100% a penalty. I don't think we can all argue with that one.
It always
That was-
is, except when we get it, except when our players get kicked going for the ball.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but-
yeah,
but-
that
but
one
that's the
got he
thing.
got kicked in the balls, bro. That was crazy.
But Martin, that
That was
goes back to
nuts.
what I said.
No-
That goes
No
back
pun
to what I
intended,
said.
bro.
Sorry, Saad, that I interrupted you, but that goes back to what I
No,
said
no, go
about
ahead.
referees making the rules up in their mind at that moment in time because of the game.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus is someone who falls 10 times in a match. You get sick of this guy if you're a referee.
Mhm.
When there is a legitimate position where you need to actually give a foul, sometimes you just don't give it because you think,
boy
oh,
who
he
cried wolf
flopped
problem.
again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there we go.
And
Perfect.
that's that's what happened with Jesus, and that's why we didn't get the penalty. And maybe that's why I'm saying referees do not always follow the rules. This is something that they make up in their own mind because of the context of what's happening in front of them right then and there. And Gabriel Jesus is someone who lies a lot on the ground. That's why you tend to not give him a penalty if you're a referee, because you do not.
he has a
want to,
reputation. 100%.
yeah,
Well, the
It's
funny
like
thing about
Bruno
that
for
Rice
us, because Bruno
penalty-
has a reputation like that.
yeah, exactly.
The funny thing about the Rice penalty is that he didn't give the penalty when he saw it right in front of him, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll go look at a monitor, and then I'll change my mind 100%." It shows that
Because
it's very hard.
it might have happened. It might have happened. The thing is, it might have happened too quick for him. Even then, he's so close to it, so you should see it. But yeah, for me, that's 100% a penalty. But listen, going into further into the game, I know Staffy just said that he knew it was going to be a close game. I actually don't think it was close at all. I think towards the last 15 minutes, it then got close. When we gifted them the goal, they all of a sudden got a kind of boost from the fans. The fans started getting into it. The fans started screaming and shouting. And maybe at that point, they might have started to up the pressure a little bit. But towards the end, I'd say probably last 10-15 minutes, we were fighting for our lives. But for majority of the game, I think we were in total control. They may have had the possession, they may have had chances, not on target, but they had chances, and they may have had some opportunities that they missed. But for me, looking at our overall game, we played them. We played them completely. From, if you see what we did to Manchester City, we did the exact same thing to Tottenham. Let you have the ball, let you play your game. We're just gonna hit you on a counter. We're gonna try and get out of your press. Do you know what I mean? And do our thing, which is trying to get the ball over the top. And I think that Havertz pass was brilliant. I mean, to weight it perfectly for it to fall to Saka like that, where he doesn't even have to stretch out too much. It was brilliant from him, and I think we need to be able to do that a bit more. And I feel like Saka just sometimes he doesn't make those runs enough for me in a game. And I'm like, bro, like you're fast. I know you're fast. Make that run. Always use that channel. Whenever we get the ball and they're in our box, bro, just make that run. I don't care if you're gonna be offside, just make the run. Yeah. Somebody should be able to get it to you. And sometimes he's not an outlet. That's why I think in transition, I think for me, Jesus is better on transition because Jesus always makes those runs. Whenever he played on the right wing or whenever he was on the right, he was playing as a striker for us, and he drifted over to the right side in transition. He would always make that run on the right side, knowing that somebody's going to be able to get a ball over to that, and then he could be the outlet for you. He could be the play that you can go to on the counter, and then bang, you're on goal, or you're in for a pass to somebody who's running into the goal. Do you know what I mean? So I do believe Saka needs to make some more runs on that channel, but overall, I think we played them, and it was beautiful work from us. I think Ange is very stubborn in the way that he wants to play, and yesterday showed it. I can't believe that they still haven't got a set piece coach, because their set pieces are horrendous, defending them and taking them, because they can't finish for nothing, for love nor money, when they're attacking set pieces, and they can't defend when they are when set pieces are being
Their
taken against
defenders are
them.
their best attackers. They should play Van der Ven as like some kind of striker or something that's trying to break offside lines, because he's the fastest guy on the field. And Romero, I think, had their most shots, like 4 or 3 shots or something like that.
He had 5 shots in the game, actually.
Bro, Romero is lucky, by the way. You know when David Raya made that mistake. Do you know if David Raya did not make that mistake and went to like Saka or went to Martinelli, do you know the hole in their defense that was sitting there? Because this guy was right next to the goal, right next to our goalkeeper playing in striker, bro. It was nuts.
To be fair, you guys made a similar mistake in the same. It was about 5 minutes before Kulu picked it up, actually, and that's when he got fouled. Ooh, I wouldn't say got fouled. He got tripped in the box and was asking for a penalty. Remember that one? I think Rice won the ball and he was asking for a penalty, and Gabriel told him to get up. You remember that?
Oh yes.
It was within the same 5 minutes, so they were purposely just trying to suffocate you guys in your box, so you don't do that build up. And to be fair, they were 3-0 down, so you might as well start throwing the kitchen sink, because what's the point? It's like about 30 minutes left and you're still losing. But I disagree with you. I think the first half it showed that Spurs were much more in the game. It wasn't just the last 15 minutes, because the first half, yes, you guys were winning 3-0. Let's be honest, 2 of them were set pieces, including the own goal. And obviously the counterattack they already spoke about. Spurs had a goal that I think was wrongfully disallowed, and they hit the post. So one of these goes in, because it would have been 1-1.
Wrongly disallowed?
I think Tomiyasu tries to clear it, and that's it.
He doesn't.
Second phase of play. It does.
No,
if you look at, I'm not even trying to be biased, because it sounds like I'm just being biased to Arsenal.
No, that's fine. And I sound like I'm trying to be biased, but we're trying to have a debate. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to be biased to Arsenal, but this is where I look at it. Yeah, Tomiyasu is coming from behind the man and literally coming in as the ball is played. Yeah, as it's put in. Yeah. Now, obviously, it bounces off of him. He's none the wiser. And then off of him ricochets onto Gabriel, then gets over to Kulusevski, who then shoots the ball. In that moment, he's offside. If you look at the actual rules, I think it states if the player is not aware of what happens and it ricochets off of him, then it can't be counted as a pass from them.
Tomiyasu, to me, attempts to clear it, and that creates a second phase, a new phase of play. That's only like.
Let me watch it again.
If you're talking about the line itself. On the line, yes, Van de Ven was offside. I think the fact that they didn't consider his clearance to be a new phase of play is where we disagree. Because I've seen it happen before, especially last season. I can't remember also what. Bro, I need to start making clips of these things or note it down, because I remember all these things, but I watched so much football that I can't remember what game. Where someone tried to clear the lines, fluffed it, and the ball went to the attacker behind him, who was offside. He scored and it counted. And everyone thought it was an offside because it ricocheted off someone. I think it was against Brighton or someone.
But it was like a block shot doesn't count as a.
But it's not a block. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, but I think it has to be. the speed of the ball's coming in. Tomiyasu's really just sticking a leg out to stop the shot.
If you stick a leg, it means you're trying to kick it out, and that counts as a new.
That doesn't count as like an intentional pass or.
But
play
that's what I'm
possession.
saying. I've seen incidents where they did count as a second phase of play.
Yeah.
That's the only difference that I have on that. But regardless of that being offside or not, I'm just trying to say back to Sat's point that the game wasn't close. If that goal stands, Romero doesn't hit the post, the game is 1-1. The game is much closer than you think. You scored 3, but this is not a traditional Arsenal scoring 3. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've seen you guys score 3 goals before early, but you're pumping the other team. Like, you're absolutely destroying them. These came, I wouldn't say against the run of play, but like you wasn't dominating the ball in the first half when you did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not the typical way of Arsenal scoring 3 against someone. 2 set pieces and a counter attack. That's not really how Arsenal play. Arsenal usually dominate the ball when they score. Like I feel like you're looking at the replay.
Yeah. Sorry, I am. Yeah. Sorry, I am.
I think there's a
I'm
thing
just
something
trying
to
to
be said
see.
for that
You want to
because
share it?
Arteta's able
Yeah,
to play
yeah,
in
yeah.
different ways
Actually,
depending
I
on
don't-
the situation.
Share it. Just do it slow motion. Like don't play it. Like just move the thing yourself.
Mhm.
So what I do is I hold the circle thing and I just move it. I don't play the video.
Yeah,
Okay,
and but
okay.
just in between, I agree with you, Staffy, because I said this at
Olatik is a legend.
Saad stream as well, because I said in the first 20 and 25 minutes we looked really sloppy. We gave away the ball a lot of times. We didn't look as how should I say stable as what we normally do, or maybe that's not the right word. In control, and I was relieved when the 1-1 was offside at the end because I thought if that 1-1 happened, this could have been a game. And because they were pressing us, they were having most of the ball. And I think we made good use of the situation because the first goal was an own goal. The second goal, we rattled them because they thought they got a penalty and we just countered them with Saka and Havertz, you know what I'm saying? And the third goal is a Ben White rattling Vicario, you know what I'm saying? And it was just Romero ducking away from the challenge as well. He's a pussy for that, by the way. But yeah, I think the 3 goals that happened is us making good use of the situation, getting in front, and then try to control the game after that. And that's why I personally agree with Staffy when he said we didn't have full control because we didn't. Ødegaard didn't have the best of games. Trossard was more defending than attacking. You know what I'm saying?
No, but when did I hold on? When did I say that they didn't have full control? I said that they had the possession and they had the shots. I just said that we weren't really in danger of losing the game because they literally looked on the day.
Sad,
looked
can
like
you
they
pause
could
it
not
when he
score.
blocks the ball, please?
Yeah, sorry.
Maximize
let
it
me
if you
just,
want. I mean, I don't see anything. There's no copyright.
Allah, 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 Allah,
Not that-
Allah, 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 Allah.
Now pause
you
it when
guys-
it hits his leg. Yeah, we
Okay,
see it.
so let's just do that. Yeah.
So
it
he's in a
play and
blocking
just-
pose with his
No,
hands behind his back.
No, hold on. So
So he just he shoots it there, yeah, or passes it,
yeah,
whatever.
just
he does,
stop it when it.
yeah? Okay, you know what?
Try
That's
to
a
pause it.
fraction
Play.
of a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Allah.
Go back.
All right, let me go back.
Yeah, go back so you have more time to go. There you go. See here when he sticks his leg out, he attempts to play the ball. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Is a difference between a ricochet
All right.
and you sticking
You know
your leg
what?
out to try to kick it. That's what I'm
I
saying. According to
I
that,
didn't see that properly.
you know, if
and
it
I
just
can't
hits
lie.
you sad and you know nothing about it, like it just shakes
Yeah,
my body.
no. I
That
think
is different than me putting my leg out. Putting my leg out means I'm attempting to play the ball, which means anything that happens from that point forward, according to the rules, they count it as a second phase or a new phase of play.
no. I
They
know.
did it,
Yeah, I know.
which
I
is
know,
up to
I know
them.
what you're
I'm just saying. I think that's how they should have went with it.
Yeah, I think that is that goal then should stand. Given that he has actually gone for the ball. I thought he was just in a block phase and didn't move his feet, didn't move his arms. He was just in a block phase and it bounced off of him, ricocheted onto Gabriel, and then got over to
To be fair, it almost looks like that, so I won't be surprised if the ref thought the same as well, because he is
Yeah.
standing exactly like Gabriel, hand behind his back, sticking out his feet to stop a ball. You know what I'm saying? So yes, Staffy can be right, but I won't be surprised if the referee thought the same as us as well.
They just
You know what
thought
I'm saying?
different. Yeah, that's all it is. They just
Yeah.
saw it different. That's really what it is.
But yeah. Other than that, is
Wait,
there
can we,
anything
before we
else we
move
need
on,
to cover?
before we move on, can I just say the rules? I'm looking at them now. It says deliberate play, excluding a deliberate handball, is when a player is in control of the ball with the possibility of passing the ball to a teammate, gaining possession of the ball, or clearing the ball by kicking or heading it. So it doesn't actually say what happens in like a block shot scenario, because I don't think he's actually like, he's not trying to kick the ball up the other end of the field or anything. He's just trying to get something in front of it.
So you're saying he doesn't have full possession of the ball?
No, but it doesn't say like what happens in a blocked shot scenario.
Then I hear you, because the way you described it is like he didn't have control of the situation.
Yeah.
No.
Like
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
the Romero Enzo situation.
Can
and
you
why he
send
got
that in the
red
private
card,
chat?
man.
Because I like to educate myself on the rules. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The rules just make no sense in the league anymore. Like one day something is given, one day it's not. Like the United handball
But they don't go.
against
They don't
Coventry.
go. They don't
You know
go
what's
by the
sad?
rules. They
We
don't
had
go
a
by the rules
handball.
a lot of the time.
Sad, we had a handball against Coventry that was given as a penalty, and then last game the same incident happened for us, and they didn't give it as a penalty. And while
Yeah.
it was the same exact thing from the same position, and it is the same cross. I'm like, bro, so why was one a penalty, one wasn't? One is the FA Cup, one is the league. It's the same rules. So like, what
It doesn't
rules do
make
we
sense.
follow anymore? I don't get
Even
it.
better, Stuffy. Even better. Remember Onana against Wolves when he didn't get the penalty, but he
That
should have given away
too.
a penalty.
That
But the
too.
last game, he elbowed the
They
guy
gave it.
exactly the same position that they gave it.
I was doing it. The TK, you were in my stream. I was looking at it. I was like, honestly, that's a penalty. But I was like, maybe they won't give it because they didn't give it against Wolves. I was like, I don't know. I think it's a penalty, but they probably won't, and they gave it. And then I sat there. I was like, then why the hell didn't they call it against us against Wolves? Like,
Yep.
both of
That's
them
what I'm
should be
saying,
a
bro.
penalty, or both of them shouldn't be a penalty. Why is one a
Exactly.
penalty, one isn't? Like, I'd be pissed if I was Wolves.
Exactly.
could have
That's
had
why
a
I'm
point
saying
that day.
refs do not always follow the rules. They just think about the situation in front of them with the context, and they say, "Khalas, foul or no foul." You know what I'm saying?
They're so
Because
confused.
there's
bro.
no difference between those two positions. Okay.
Facts, 100%.
But yeah. Listen, I just quickly to round off. David Raya on the mistake. I don't think we've got time for player ratings, but David Raya on that mistake. Listen, as much as I'm like vexed that it happened, I'm not gonna go fully hard on him and fully like cuss him out, bro. Because even though he made that mistake, mentally, for him to go back into gear again and for him to catch that many crosses, like, and I know certain Spurs fans, and I know Will yesterday was like, "Oh, but they were shit crosses. Why are you giving him props for catching a shit cross?" I'm like, bro, it's still a cross coming in at quickly, bro. It's coming
Tell
at
him to watch
fast
David De Gea
speed,
comps.
bro.
He'll understand. Just tell him to watch David De Gea comps, and you'll understand. Because it was that simple
my
that explained De
God.
Gea for the last 12 years.
Bro, explain
Even
Vicario.
Vicario, like punching.
Explain Vicario, bro. Wallah, if that came in, he would have punched it and it would have gone to somebody. Wallah.
Yeah, Vicario's not really that good in the air either.
But yeah, listen, I think he was so good after it happened, which is one thing that I wanted to speak about. I don't know if you guys want to bring up anything about the game before we wrap up. About this game.
Not
About
really.
Raya, I would say that, yeah, it was good to see that he didn't completely shit the bed after that situation. Because it looked like he thought, I don't know what was going through his head, but like it looked like a crazy pass to attempt. It looked like he was just chipping it right to Romero. So obviously he got some wires crossed in there, but it's normally doesn't happen to him. So hopefully it's not something that we need to see again, because it won't take long until Arteta replaces him.
Yeah. Oh, also Martinelli. I think he's just unlucky in this game. And the reason why I tell you he's unlucky, is because Van de Ven was there. If Van de Ven wasn't there, this would have been the perfect game for Martinelli. He would have been in like 4 or 5 times. But Van de Ven is just too quick. There's no way that in a game, he's already played 60 to 70 minutes. Martinelli comes on fresh as a daisy, and this man is still outpacing him and keeping up with him, bro. Not even keeping up with him. He's outpacing him, bro. I don't know what's going on.
You know what I said earlier, Sad? I said Van de Ven looks like a player that you build in pro clubs, where you just gave him like the body that you want, like he's tall, he's bulky, but then you just give him all the pace. Like it just doesn't match his body. Because the way this guy runs so fast, and he's a big guy, like he's not a small player. I don't understand when he runs. It just doesn't look realistic when he runs.
Bro,
Looks
do you know?
fake.
Do you know what it looks like? Staffy, you played 2K, yeah, NBA 2K, yeah.
2K
You know,
build.
in my career, yeah. You know when you do the center builds, yeah, but you do the ones that can shoot and dribble,
Oh, stretch.
bro.
Yeah,
The
stretch.
the stretch
Yeah.
bigs, bro. You know the stretch bigs.
Yeah.
That's what they built, bro. That's how they built Van der Ven, bro. As a stretch big, but instead of the dribbling and the silky stuff, bro, they just give him straight pace, and that's it. Khalas, you go out there.
I'm saying it's fake.
Do what
Because
you want to
bro,
do,
every
bro.
time he runs, it
Fuck.
looks like his hamstring is about to give up. Like it just doesn't make sense the way he runs.
His
I
hamstring
fear
should
for
have
him for
exploded
that.
at that speed.
You know what's funny, Stuffy? He's been like this since Volendam, bro. Because Volendam is like the shittest side you will see in the Netherlands. They promoted to the Eredivisie, and straight away they demote again. They go to the third league, and then Galas they go back to the Eredivisie again. They're like the weirdest team ever, and he played for them, and they are playing all-out football, and he always played like this. So this is not different for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a very good
The
defender.
only thing I'll say about the game is Madison was kept very quiet and Son was kept very quiet. And I think that the way Arteta was happy to like lose possession and create that opportunity, I guess, for the second goal is sort of we felt like we could control their biggest threats. And they didn't really have too much dangerous stuff, even though they had possession. They were just playing like floating around with it. So
Yeah,
probably
I
the last
think
thing to say was it was good management.
I want to
that's-
ask you guys
that's what
something
I
if
was
you don't
saying.
mind. And
No, go ahead, bro.
anyone, yeah, as Arsenal fans, and anyone can answer. What are you guys are making of Odegaard this season? Because his GA actually went down, but he does get bigged up a lot for performances that didn't really have any output in. So when you guys look at him, like did he have GA yesterday? I don't think he had any GA.
No.
Okay. He's had a few
no, he
performances
didn't,
where
no.
people bigged him up, but like he doesn't have the GA. Last season he was the second highest scorer, I believe, had 14
Yeah,
goals.
Mhm.
So what are you making of his performances recently and maybe his
I don't know
season?
if you guys want to go.
I
Or
will
do
just
want me to
ask you
go?
one thing, Stuffy. Did you watch the Chelsea Arsenal game where we won 5-0?
Did I watch that game? I'm not gonna lie, I watched it, but I was working, so it's one of those where I wasn't fully paying attention to any
Yeah.
action
Mhm.
in the game.
Did you
The
did you
weekend
saw
games I do. Weekday games, bro. Trust me, I barely see anything.
Yeah, I
Always
hear
doing
that,
stuff.
bro. But did you saw at least a glimpse of Ødegaard's performance against Chelsea?
I've seen a lot of his performances where, like the Porto one is an example, where you
Mhm.
guys couldn't do anything, but he was the best player on the pitch. Like I've
Yeah.
seen him have performances with no output, but he's creating something. He's always like threading a needle to someone,
Mhm.
and
uh, yeah.
that's why I'm asking that question.
And for me, and I will answer this really shortly, guys, before I let you guys
Mhm.
go. Just like the Chelsea game, that guy only got 2 assists, but it felt like that guy had like 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? He was everywhere. He was unplayable. He was skating on the field, not running. And this year, what he does differently because of the absence of Xhaka and us playing Havertz in the midfield a lot of times, who goes a lot forward a lot. You know what I'm saying? Ødegaard has to drop deep a lot more this season and play as a number 8 instead of a number 10.
Yeah.
And that's why going forward happened a lot less. His shooting outside the box, which he did a lot last season, he's doing a lot less this season. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going for the more controlling number 8 type of player this year instead of an out and out number 10 who just assists and scores. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest difference between last season and this season. And also you can just see that how should I say, he's defending a lot more than last season. That's the biggest difference, bro. Because last season he didn't defend at all because he had Xhaka who was just bombing everyone. He had Partey who was stable, who was there ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And this year he had Trossard next to him. He had Havertz next to him. He had one time he got ESR next to him. You know what I'm saying?
Good
He had a
point.
really inconsistent midfield with which created a scenario that Ødegaard had to play a more controlling role as a number 8 instead of a number 10. So that's the biggest difference between last year and this
So
year.
what
And
you're
that's why
basically saying is, and
yeah,
tell me if I'm correct or not. You're saying this season he's doing a lot more intangibles because I do feel like there's a lot of intangibles in the game that we can't really quantify and people don't see that go under the radar that are not GA. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Leadership,
agree with everything that you said.
pressing shape, like defensive
But he-
structure. There's a lot of things which don't get
If
any
you-
credit. But even the stats, like I don't think he's doing that badly. I think in 32 PL games he's got 16 GA. I normally look for like one every other game for like any good attacker. So
He
he's
has
doing
less than
enough.
last season. That's why I asked that.
He has less than
Which-
last
which-
season, but last season felt like a bit of like anything he did went in. And plus, lately we haven't really been in the situation. We've been playing very hard games where we're not actually dominating around the edge of their box and stuff like that. And we haven't had great finishes, so it's very hard to judge him just on the numbers, I think. But the level of game that he's got to step up to when it happens in those right conditions is scary. Like I think he's one of the best technical players we've ever had, but he doesn't get to show it all the time.
He's
doing
he's
too
great.
much
He's
job.
great. He's great in the pocket. I feel
Is
like
he your best player
in these
this
pockets
season?
of space.
For me, he is.
No.
It's a tough
And,
one
do you know
because
the
Rice has
reason?
been really consistent.
No. It's not even Rice for me. Should I tell you who's the best player for me?
Havertz.
Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes. I can't lie, bro. The improvement I've seen from that guy from last season to this season is something crazy.
It's the
It's
Turkish
something
hairline, bro.
crazy. I haven't even I don't know what happened, what he done in Turkey, bro. But he come back a new man, bro. Yeah, a new man. So I just give it to him. But I think this season, I think Erdegaard has taken himself up levels, like you guys said. He's had to. I think at the start of the season, he was still trying to play that 10 role on the right, and he was still trying to play how he normally played with Xhaka and Partey in the midfield. And then he realized, bro, that's not working. With Havertz in the midfield, I have to make up the ground because Havertz is not going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and I can't leave Declan Rice to do it all by himself. Otherwise, Declan Rice will get flustered and he'll just be lost. Because if he's just doing it all by himself, at the end of the day, he's gonna be tired. He's not gonna be able to chase down the ball when they're attacking us. Do you know what I mean?
I actually have a different
But
argument than you, Sad, but I'm not ready to present
Do
it
you
yet.
also remember, before
There
Staffy
you
goes,
are.
remember the start of the
There you
season
are.
or the first half, people were saying that Odegaard's dropping deeper and that's how we're getting like more control of the game. There was a huge, like all the tacticos were going off about this Odegaard dropping deeper stuff. And I'm like, he does that all the time. He just drifts wherever he needs to go.
But
A lot of this stuff's overhyped.
I think what he's done this season the most is he's improved his way to, because I still feel like at times last season and the season before, I feel like he was dictating the game.
Dicking. Oh,
Yeah, chill out, bro.
Pause,
Chill
bro.
out.
Yo.
He was dictating the play in the game. Do you know what I mean? And he was doing it not as consistently as we would have wanted. This season, consistently, he's been dictating play and trying to and being that difference in the midfield for us and creating chances. He's oftentimes the pass before the assist, or he is his connection with last season. It was his connection with Saka. This season, his connection with Ben White has been nuts. I mean, them two are literally on the same wavelength because Ben White is making a run, and who's the person that sees him all the time? Martin Odegaard. I mean, to certain balls that he's put over to him, bro, like over the top, low driven balls, pause. You know what I mean? All sorts, bro. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. So
And I want to add one thing, okay? Because Staffy, you know this best. You are the United guy. You know your team best, okay? Between us four, at least. Bruno, the GA merchant, okay? KDB, he has more GA than KDB, okay? But Bruno does a lot of things that irritate you. He doesn't work hard. He cries all the time. You know what I'm saying?
No, he works
doesn't-
hard. He doesn't work smart.
Okay,
He does
fair,
work hard.
fair. But the thing with Odegaard this season, which is the polar opposite of someone like Bruno, for example, is yes, he may be lacking GA if you compare it to last year, but his work rate, the amount of minutes he plays, the where he plays, because he's always the highest one pressing, and he's also at the next to Rice at demanding the ball. You know what I'm saying? He is everywhere. And the one thing that that people I think really rate about Odegaard this season, apart from that one injury that he had a concussion, if I remember correctly. Apart from that concussion, yeah, he has been playing almost every game, every minute. I cannot remember, apart from last game, the last time Arteta subbed off this guy. He is always playing. He is always being consistent. He's not walking on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that is how should I say? the thing that we like the most about him this season, because he's on it 24/7. He's not having a 5 minutes of rest. He's not walking, and that's why I compared him with Bruno, because sometimes Bruno tends to do those things. You know what I'm saying? And Ødegaard is always on it. He's always looking for the next thing to do. And sometimes Bruno just walks and watches the ball. You know what I'm saying? I just gave him as an example because you're in a United fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to roast Bruno or something, but that's all I'm
That's the
saying.
one player I'll never defend, anyways. So.
Yeah, but
Bro,
all I'm trying to
I
say
was
is
laughing,
GA.
bro. Man's talking to Staffy like as if Staffy's gonna get offended.
Like
if
I'm
he
gonna
diss
defend
Bruno,
him.
bro. Bro, he's gonna be like,
Bro,
"Do your
I-
thing, broski."
You know what, son? I love
That's
when
the
people.
biggest thing.
TK knows me though, but some people sometimes use arguments against me. Like the other day, I said something about a striker. Someone mentioned Hoyland, and I laughed. I was like, "You think I'm gonna defend Hoyland? Like, do you even know who I am, bro?"
Listen, firstly, your Hoyland takes a stinky in it, but it's all
No,
good.
they're
It's
not,
good.
bro. No, they're not.
Khalas. No, don't worry. We can discuss that another time.
So, I need you to understand this. Sometimes I say stuff, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone, but sometimes some of the arguments that I put are not really for the average mind. Like I put so much thought before I say a take that the average person doesn't really what I'm trying doesn't know what I'm talking about. When I talk about Hoyland and I mention his overall game compared to Nico Jackson, I can show you the stats, bro. Like the stats, like Nico Jackson dominates him on everything. So when I criticize him for not having an overall game, sometimes people don't see that because some people just watch the highlights. They're like, "Oh, did someone score a goal? Oh, no, he did. Okay, he must have had a good game. Oh, did he have any chances? Oh, it must be his teammates, not him." Yeah, you're playing Coventry, Burnley, and Sheffield, and you had one goal in those 3 games. The guy had like 0 shots for one of the games against Burnley. He had everything. He had 0 everything except for one keeper.
There's certain
I'm supposed to rate
players.
that game.
No, because what you're not understanding is there's certain players that you have to create for, and there's certain
Oh, I know
players that
that.
to an extent can create for themselves. I
And
just
he
think
can't create for
Hoyland
himself.
is no. I think Hoyland can't create it for himself.
Exactly.
I think at times when he
So
has
what am I
created
wrong
for
on?
himself, it's a fluke. It's a fluke when he has created for himself in the past. But I feel like he needs to have chances created for him, and I just feel
How
like
does that make
you're
it
not.
wrong? I don't want to make this an edit stream, but how does that make me wrong? That's basically what I explained about his game. I don't like strikers that need everyone else to service for them. Because I just say
No, but
the same thing about
I
Haaland.
still no, because what you said is he's not a good striker, and I think he is a good striker. He needs to be in a particular system. Maybe for Man
Is it-
United, he's not
Hoyland's
what
the
you
only.
need. But I think for me, if I bring him to Arsenal, I think he gets me 20 goals a season,
Yeah,
comfortably.
No,
but that's
I
a compliment
thought he
to the
was
people
good.
around him, not him.
I thought he was good, but then when I
Oh,
watch him make his runs, he runs away from the chance.
They're
He's
so
always
bad
in the
sometimes.
hardest possible position to find for a striker,
100%.
which is very weird. And I think back to the Odegaard point. If you took Odegaard and swapped him with Bruno in that Manchester United midfield, I would expect you guys to be doing way better this season all round. He
100%.
fixes a
It's not even a
whole bunch
debate.
of problems
Mhm.
because he's a team first player rather than like a moany little bitch. But
There's no
we won't get in the
comparison.
weeds
No
on Bruno.
comparison. 100%, but there's no comparison. People will use his chance creation, his Hollywood boat to justify everything. But bro, the overall game that he lacks is insane. He can't even carry the ball. TK, you were there when I was doing my watch along. Remember that last chance he had where he had Garnacho running him behind, and instead of running an extra 10 to 20 yards before he passed the ball, he just passed it early and
Yeah,
it got
straight away.
intercepted.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? You're
Mhm.
telling me if Odegaard or KDB have the ball from there, they're gonna play a pass from that position, or they're gonna run with it?
I'm just checking how old he is,
Gonna run
bro,
with it.
because
Mhm.
he
Bruno's
looks
almost 30.
done out, bro. And I'm like, bro, you're only 29, bro.
His career is gonna regress very
What is
soon. 'Cause
going on, man?
physically, he's never missed a game due to injury.
Right.
Like he's missed games due to suspensions before, but he's never missed a game due to injury.
It's a
The amount of
grenade launcher.
mileage that he has in his legs, and he's already very non-physical. Like he doesn't look at his body. The reason he doesn't get injured a lot is because he doesn't have a lot of muscle mass, and the less muscle mass you have, the less obviously
The
muscle
less
injury.
injuries you'll get.
So
Yeah.
that's why he plays a lot. But eventually, bro, like he's gonna be like another Alexis Sanchez example. Remember,
That's
Alexis
my
Sanchez
fear
got
for Saka, man.
he got Saka's a bit physical, but
Yeah, but still.
these players got washed
Emotional.
early because they played so much football from such a young age, and they put a lot of mileage in their legs. Bruno just never misses any games. And the way we play football that requires all that running because there's nothing in the midfield, all these players are going to be gone soon. These guys are going to be in the wallahi, bro. That the check engine when it turns on in your car. All these players are going to have check engine soon.
The
People still
overheat,
think,
bro.
bro. People still think it's a coincidence that we have 60 plus injuries. No, bro. There's no coincidence.
I think there's also a clear difference there. Was it Bayern game where Odegaard was tracking back on Sane and Ben White did the sliding tackle?
Oh,
Even like 90th minute versus Chelsea, we're winning 5-0 and Odegaard's still chasing people around like a madman. Like he's the rare breed of a creative player that actually like carries his weight in a team and does all of the dirty stuff that like a luxury player
Yeah.
normally does.
this is the thing
Yeah.
with Odegaard, which I can't compare him because I know that what Staffy just said about he's never missed a game and he has to do a lot of running. I think Odegaard also does a lot of running, but I think it's more smarter the way he does it because he's still able to conserve a lot of energy and not completely tire himself out. Where even in the 80th minute, 85th minute, he's still got legs to be able to do a full sprint and chase after someone. And you're unless you're like a fully pacey player, you're not going to get away from him because he'll chase you down. And I think that's credit to him, managing his work rate and managing the amount of output that he has in games. Because certain times where he's running around and he's chasing, and he's pressing, but he also at times knows when to rest in a game, and that's important to manage that in games. Do you know what I mean? Which Erdegaard is really good at, in my
I'll
opinion.
ask you a question about
Yeah.
that. I don't know how much time you got left, but there's a guy in one of our group chats that always says that Odegaard's played in the wrong position and he should be playing on the
Who's
left.
that?
Kems, you know Kems.
Fucking Kems.
He's like he swears at Odegaard every game because he has high standards for him, and then he says that Arteta's playing him in the wrong position and he should be moved to left 8.
Left.
I
nah.
disagree, but I just wanted to see what TK thought.
I wouldn't. I would. A number 8 for me is a box to box, and if you're a box to box, you need to have physical attributes, and I think Odegaard is lacking a lot of that, to be honest. For example, if you have someone like Barella, who's a little bulldog, you know what I'm saying? You have someone like Fofana from Monaco, who is physical, also really physical, you know what I'm saying? I like those kinds of players in the number 8. I think that fits our system a lot better as well, because of the fact that you can see Partey and Rice together next to each other, two giants in the double pivot with Rice swimming around the number 8. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the play style that suits us better, and that also gives the chance for Odegaard to free roam a lot more. You know what I'm saying? He can be free at the front line. He can go wherever he wants, whenever he wants. You mentioned this before, Martin, if I remember correctly. You say Odegaard is not only on the right side. Sometimes when he goes to the left, he just gives those through balls for that. For a Trossard goal, for example, you know what I'm saying? Or a Martinelli goal that we had
The
in the
Havertz
past.
goal.
Yeah, and I think we can do those kinds of plays if we have a double pivot with two strong players. You know what I'm saying? And a strong number 8, a dynamic box to box is, in my opinion, the way to go with our current system. That's why Xhaka looked so good last year when he played for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we played him at the number 8, a sole number 8, just like how Rice played at the beginning of the season. You could clearly see that he was prone for a red card. But ever since we put him at the number 8, where he can just cruise through the whole left side, you know what I'm saying? He looked a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Defensively and offensively. And I think we need a player like him, a more physical, more dynamic box to box, instead of someone like Odegaard, who's more silky. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the reason why your friend says that is because he misses Santi Cazorla. Because once upon a time we had a Cazorla on the left 8. You know what I'm saying? And I agree that that kind of system can work, but if you look at how Arteta wants to play, the Simeone defense and the Pep offense, I think 2 big midfielders pause is the way to go, and that's why I wouldn't play a party.
But
That's why I wouldn't play Odegaard at the number 8, in my opinion.
this is the thing for me, yeah. Erdegaard for me should have that free roam role, which I think he does. But what I mainly want from Erdegaard to do now is find a perfect balance between the right side and the left side. You have to find that perfect balance between the two. So don't just spend all game in the right side trying to help Saka. sometimes go over to the left side, help Martinelli. Do you know what I mean? You have to find that perfect balance between the two, because I feel like when he's on that left side, again, look at the ball that he put through to Havertz, coming off of that left side and then finding the perfect way, because he's a left-footed player and he's got the know-how and the ability to pull that off. He's able to put that ball through for Havertz, which is perfect. It falls right in front of him for him to run on to goal and score. So I just feel like I can understand where Kems is coming from in regards to wanting him to play the left 8, but I don't think he's got the physicality to play in the left 8. I feel like he needs to play in the 10 role, but just be a bit more balanced between both sides for me.
He plays the KDB role where he's not a 10, but he's a 10 operating more on the right side of the pitch.
Yeah.
I think that's why he thrives in the most, because he links up the play there. He's very good on cutting onto his left and taking shots from outside the box anyways. Or even when he crashes the box, like we've seen it. He actually has done it against us in the Emirates, where he crashed the box and scored from a cutback. When you move him on the left, it's not really how you guys play, because you don't really need a left-footed player to play on the wing a little bit and whip those crosses in. You're not an aerial team. You like to keep the ball on the floor and you move it a little bit better in tight spots, and you need that player to show on his strong foot towards the goal. So Odegaard was never that player. He doesn't do like KDB. KDB loves to whip the ball in. He doesn't.
No, but when I say that, if you play Partey behind him, that can happen, because Partey can then go into that space that he would occupy on the right, and Partey can crash the box. Partey can get a shot off.
It's not really
he's
his
done
job,
it before.
is it? Partey,
No, but Partey's done it before and done it many times, where Ben White would just roll the ball to him. He's have a shot. Sometimes it hit the post.
Partey can strike
sometimes
the
go on
ball. Don't get me
target.
wrong. He has a decent strike on the ball, but that's not really what he does. He kind of sits behind the two other midfielders, and if he advances, it's more for Rice to stay behind him. But I don't see him occupying the space. Like, he'll be on the edge of the box, like score a goal here and there, like he did against Spurs a couple of seasons ago when he hit it first time and top bins. But it's not really his job, is it?
I think
Odegaard
we've
does
got an
much
interesting
more.
thing to deal with in the transfer window, because we lost Xhaka's left-footed pass to Martinelli, and without
That I agree
Zinchenko
with you.
playing, we
That I
don't have anyone to feed balls over the top for Martinelli. So basically, Martinelli's getting fed by David Raya, while everyone else is over there like playing with Saka. Martinelli's dying a withering death.
He is dying.
He's got no one running past him.
Oh, I blame the
Drogba
system
has
for
done-
Martinelli's drop
Exactly.
this season, and they cook me on the terrace.
Also,
They're like, you're having a howler stuff. No, I'm not.
That's completely fact stuff. Wallahi, that's exactly what I said. I said our left side being inconsistent with 5 different number 8s this season, with 3 different number left backs this season. When someone is improving like Martinelli, who is a player that is really raw, you know what I'm saying? Because he still is maturing in his play. You can clearly see that. That's why someone like Trossard didn't suffer as much this season, because he is a 29-year-old seasoned player who knows
exactly.
And he's
how
not
to
that guy
play
that runs
mature.
in behind anyways. He drops for the ball. You're
real-
absolutely bang on, bro. And when I
Do you know
said that, they said I was having a howler and I was hating. I said Havertz coming into that
Do you know
role
what?
in the beginning of
Yes.
the season really impacted him.
Yeah.
Bro, Sad, wallahi, go watch, bro.
That's
The amount of
that's
people
the
that called me
reality.
stupid in the comments, and I use stats to prove it. But obviously, Terry did what Terry does best, and he tried to counter me with other stats. I didn't know where these Bandulu stats came from, but I showed him. I was like, bro, his XG went from last season. He had an XG of 9 point something. This season, his XG 6 point something. So I was like, you can average the same amount of shots per game, but the XG dropping by almost 3 shows that the quality of the chances has dropped. No one wanted to listen. Apparently,
Was
I
there
was
Arsenal
hating.
fans in there? Was there Arsenal fans?
Yeah,
in there?
they destroyed me in the comments. I kept saying I'm an idiot. Wallahi, everyone
Bro,
called me
these
stupid.
people, I don't know what these guys see, because it's clear. Yeah, you go from Granit Xhaka, who offers every time Granit Xhaka had the ball, he'd never fully drive with the ball forward. Yeah, which Havertz does.
He gives it to
yeah?
Martinelli early.
He'd give it to Martinelli early, straight away. As soon as he gets that ball, bang! Martinelli, it's in your feet. Go do what you're doing. And then as Martinelli gets it, when Martinelli runs and he's got a defender in front of him, what does Xhaka do? Let me make the overlapping run. Let me overlap
look at
for
the last
you.
comment.
and
Look
let me give you the
at the last
option.
comment saying they said defense put stuff in the book. Wallahi, they cooked me for no reason,
Bro,
They
it's
said,
crazy.
They said I'm
Wasn't that
waffling.
about
Like,
you?
This is
Someone
why
said that Havertz took the goals from Martinelli.
I said
which
he
I think
replaced
that
his
was a
goals,
distraction.
correct?
Yeah,
So I
but
said
like
he,
it wasn't one or the other.
So here's the thing. Sometimes someone scores more goals than the other person, but it doesn't mean you added goals in the season. The biggest proof is this season. So Martinelli went from 15 to 6. Odegaard went from 16 or 14 to I don't know how many he has right now.
He has
These goals,
11, I think.
man, I think less. I think Odegaard has less because you only have 2 players in double digits in the league. It's Havertz and Saka. I think Odegaard might have 8. But anyways, the goals that you lost from Xhaka leaving and the goals that you lost from Martinelli's form and Odegaard have been picked up by Havertz and what's his name, Trossard so far.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean so them adding goals doesn't mean you added goals to your season, which is an interesting stat because I want to see at this stage at 34 games last season how many goals did you have versus now, because that would actually prove me even more right if you have the same or slightly less. But
I
my
think we've got
point
No, I
is,
think we have more.
2 more or 3
I
more.
think we
you
have
do
more.
okay, but I think your backline added a lot of goals this season compared to last season because you didn't get that
Yeah.
many goals from
Mhm.
Gabriel Saliba and
Well, also
Gabriel
we
and Saliba.
conceded 13 less goals at this point than last year. So it's like
But
one
that's
third of
the,
our conceded
but that's
goals is gone.
yeah, but that has really nothing to do with my goal scoring debate. Point that I'm trying to make. The
Sure.
point that I was trying to make is adding the different profiles. So losing Xhaka, adding Havertz in the middle of the park for the majority of the season until he started playing striker, really changed the whole dynamic of that left hand side. Martinelli now finds himself further away from the goal than he did last season, which
Mhm.
means that the quality of the shots that he takes this season are not as good as last season. I thought that was
I
a
was
very
saying this, bro.
valid debate that to say that
I've
now
been
someone else
saying
picked
this.
up the goals.
I've been saying this when we were first playing when we were first playing Havertz in the midfield. I was like, right, so you guys are all complaining about where's Martinelli. Martinelli is out. Okay, there's a sense there's
He's a
part
touchline
of
winger
him.
now.
There's part of him where it is a drop in form, but there's also massive part of him that he's cancelled out of games. You've put him straight, as he said, to touchline winger, bro. What can he do? What can he do now? The only option he has is he gets the ball and he crosses it into the box. Who does he cross it to?
You know what? He looks like Rashford this season, even though Rashford has been poor, but Rashford last season was doing what Martinelli's doing. They were both making runs towards the goal more than runs next to the line, which is why I'm saying Martinelli's suffering because he's not playing the same role. It's a difference between me giving you the ball on the line and me putting you the ball in behind your defender where you're running towards the goal. And I feel like Martinelli did a lot of that last season. He would find himself a lot going one on one with the goalkeeper.
Hmm.
But that's what
I
I'm
agree.
trying to say. Like, I'm not blaming Havertz. I'm not saying, oh, Havertz is stealing the ball from him. That's what I'm saying. Saying him going into that system instead of Xhaka changed
It's
the
an
whole
Arteta
dynamic on
fault.
that side.
It's an Arteta fault.
But it won't
from-
matter if you win the league.
from-
That's what I'm not even trying to say it in an agenda
but
way. But I
it's
was trying to
just-
explain it to
it's-
people.
It's just that left side because last season, towards the second half of the season, that left side was our bread and butter. Do you know what I mean? Having Martinelli there was our bread and butter because he was the one who was scoring over our goals. Once Saka had the little fall off or tired or whatever he is, Martinelli
Martinelli
was the one that
knew
was
that
carrying us.
Xhaka and Zinchenko would find a run. If he was going to make a run, he could be found. If you
Yeah.
get the ball early, he could do it. We've got
Now,
Rice now as that
we
left
can't do
eight,
that.
but he's
Yeah,
a right
now you
footer.
have Martinelli looking for Havertz making the run. That's the
Yeah,
difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. And when you because we screamed for Martinelli to play striker for a reason, Saad. We screamed for that. You know what I'm saying? Because we wanted him to play striker when we wanted Trossard to play left wing. For a reason, bro. Because he always cut inside, shoot the ball, score goals. He had the most goals last season for a reason. And now you completely change his role. Now you facilitate someone else. Martinelli needs to cut back like Saka does, and that's the reason why Saka doesn't bomb forward as well a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You change your role to fit a system, and then you also have a really inconsistent left side, bro. Of course, Martinelli is gonna suffer from that. Stuffy is 100% correct when he says this, bro. I agree.
yeah, no, 100%. Sorry, I was laughing at my loud. Could you guys hear my keyboard? Oh, you couldn't?
Not
Yeah,
really.
it was. I got some loud ass keyboard. I feel like a freaking receptionist. Anyway, listen, guys,
Oh,
this
me
was
too.
Wallah, it's crazy.
No, my keyboards,
this-
bro, are the
Bro.
keys themselves are bro. They're huge. Pause. Like I
Okay.
click on them and you just hear them from across the street.
Right,
That's why
look,
I did the
my
echo
ones are
cancellation.
proper big, bro.
Bro,
Mine's
no.
a proper big,
Bro,
bro.
look at my keyboard, bro. Look how
Okay,
big
yeah,
these
yeah,
keys are,
nah,
bro.
nah, yours, yeah,
It looks like a
yours
DJ
is
booth.
different level. Yeah,
DJ
yours
set.
is
Right.
yours is different level. Yours is different level. I can't lie. But listen, this. Allah, this guy's a joker. Listen, this is a brilliant show. Thank you, Staffy, as well for joining us as well, mate. Obviously, I'll put
Big
your
up,
link
Staffy.
in the description as well. But guys, listen, make sure to go and subscribe to all the boys. Also go and subscribe to Staffy TV as well, which I'm going to put in the description now. Make sure to get that done for me, people.
I'm
Who am
live
I
at
going
1
to pass
a.m.
you guys
tonight,
over to?
inshallah. So
I'm gonna redirect you guys to American Waffle. I want you guys to go over there and
it's
just
okay. Redirect to someone
drop
who's
a.
live. I'm saying I'm live at 1 a.m. tonight, so that's about 3 hours from now. So for people who want
I
to
was
know.
gonna tell him to drop a like, but
No, it's
Oh,
okay. If someone is live, redirected them. You don't have to.
yeah. Redirect to Sam
Uh,
because according to him,
oh,
Salah
there
is
we go.
gonna stay. There will be no fire.
Ooh,
So,
Mo
yeah.
Salah stays. Here we go. Guys, I'm gonna send you over to Hassam. He's a fraud, obviously. So make sure to tell him that. Make sure to let him know that I think he's a fraud. Okay. What more? Right, I hate. I swear to God, this YouTube channel is the bane of my life. Fucking Staffy. Wallahi, what is this? What is this YouTube channel, bro?
What
There's
do I do?
one YouTube. No, it's not your one.
Oh,
Yours
the
Staffy
dog
TV. There's
channel.
one that's called Staffy. That's freaking dogs. I'm like, yeah, okay, wallah, I don't need
Bro,
to know
that's
about
why
dogs.
you don't need. You need to add the underscore, bro.
Staffordshire
Staffy
Terrier.
underscore TV. You know what I'm saying?
It is underscore, but they should give me that name because I have more subs than them. I don't know why they have it, bro. It just makes no sense. But to sue them, bro. Just
Yo,
complain to me.
Steph, are you
You
guys
can buy it off
rolling
them.
over for us at Old Trafford or what? Is that still good? We still 3 points in the bag?
I don't know. I don't know
Bro,
what I'm gonna do on that
all
day.
I'm saying is, bro, if we drop points against United, I will go to Erik ten Hag's Dutch house, okay, and I will take a shit on his porch, okay. That's all I'm
Bro,
gonna
that's
say.
your fault, bro. Go do that. Listen, someone told me, well, like the funniest thing. Someone was like, Staffy, can you guys go easy on us? I was like, easy? What do you want us to do? He's like, play the young kids. I was like, bro, if we do that, we might win. You should want us to play our first team.
Yeah.
Why would you want us to play our young kids?
Play
Our
the
young kids
main
actually,
team.
bro, our under 18s actually won the league. They're actually a good team. You don't want to play them. You want to play this team. To ask me, it's so funny. They're like, "Oh, take it easy on me." It's like Francis Ngannou asking me to take it easy on him in boxing, bro. I don't need to, bro. You left me up anyways, so
That's
I don't need to
crazy.
take it easy on you guys. Just focus on the day. Forget about all the trauma from the past. I would love to beat you guys, to bend you guys,
Inshallah,
but
man.
I have
There you
bigger
are.
enemies to chase right now, and it's
There
not
you
you
are.
guys. I'd
You say
rather
that.
lose to Saad than Hamza. So
Yeah, 100%. Staffy, you're a glory hunter. This, that. Do you remember when Alex Ferguson was playing against Hibernian and
bro,
Kilmarnock?
he blames Fergie
Bro,
for sitting in
like,
the stands, blames me, but he never blames the manager. I
I
couldn't do
just
I
find
couldn't
it
do no more
weird,
football
yeah.
arguments with him.
When
Wallahi. I was like,
when
this
he
is a
talks,
waste of time.
whenever he talks about the stint that, whenever he talks about Alex Ferguson, he always goes to the stint that he had with Aberdeen, and he always mentions the same two teams, Hibernian and Kilmarnock. Why are those the teams that you mentioned, bro?
He'll
He's
never
trying to make it like
mention that he beat Bayern and Madrid when he won the Cups
Yep.
Winner Cup. When
range.
the Cups Winner Cup was actually an elite tournament to win, and he'll never mention that he won the league from from Rangers and Celtic. So
Yeah,
Hamza's Hamza, bro. We love
crazy.
Hamza, but Hamza's a fraud sometimes.
But anyway, listen, big up to you guys. I'm passing you over to Hassam, so make sure to go over there and smash the like button. Make sure to get at all the boys as well. We're gonna see you later. Make sure to also go and like Staffy's stream. He's going live at 1.
See you at 1
a.m.
a.m.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
1 a.m.
Make sure to get that done, people. Peace out. Peace out. Peace
See you
out.
guys.
Peace.